Alright, so last session we left off with a conversation between Porcelain and Das in an ATV, which resulted in Porcelain coming out and shooting Kai and Das scrambling to communicate to the party, shoot them. We also had a short conversation between Kana and Orion about why Kana hated him and the Void Scorpions, and turned out that she didn't. She was just doing her job. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. The conversation with Porcelain took quite a long time. You guys were preparing to leave after before that happened, and you had decided on favors from Cassian as your negotiated payment for doing jobs for him. At the beginning. Did I miss any highlights?
Hi, Future Dex.
That's not a highlight.
Yes, it's a highlight of my station.
Okay.
I did enjoy constantly needling Porcelain in conversation until she was just sure enough about us to go and talk with us.
Oh yeah.
Enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm sure she would agree.
Oh yeah, she
the
loved
other guy's
that.
totally not Porsche's handler.
Of course not.
No.
Oh yeah, that.
Couldn't possibly
was-
be.
Shocking.
Okay.
Possibly be what's going on here.
Well, let's go ahead and bring it into frame.
Picture unrelated.
Unrelated.
That's good.
Oh, I gotta share that. Especially with this one other group, man. That's a very common problem. I feel like where we keep thinking like this, like the DMs like clearly trying to communicate something and none of us get it.
Yeah, except we are a smart, intelligent, and smart group, and we are capable of picking up such messages. We just ignore them. It's very much that sign won't stop me. I can't read energy.
All right, so we did leave off right at the point where Porcelain fires, rounds the corner from the ATV trail and just barely a meter behind Das. Draws her pistols, and I say pistols, but what I mean to say is mag pistols, and fires both of them at Kai. So, brought us in the frame. Let me bring you to the map. Well, I say map, but you know, modern map. It's minimalism.
Yeah.
I actually did consider making a backdrop for this, and everything that I could make or find was just like, why? They're in a clearing with a couple of ATVs. I'll draw some boxes for ATVs. Done. If anybody moves, you know, because I'm sure some people will.
I don't have anyone that really cares about melee combat, right?
Yeah, no, you're gonna. I expect you to end up taking some cover, and then.
Ducking explosives in the general direction. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So actually, I guess the positioning does kind of matter, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm actually more like I'm actually fine with theater of the mind more now than I used to be. especially after having run it myself a couple times, and it's just like it's honestly kind of easier.
It really is. It really is. There's some times when relative positioning matters. There's very few times when absolute positioning matters. They exist, but for the most part, yeah. The what I wish I had done was just to get a backdrop that kind of represents the beauty of La Miera and the wilds that you're despoiling.
Oh dear.
And we'll bring up the combat tracker,
Here we go.
which I've completely forgot. Oh, turn order. Right, it's not called a combat tracker, it's called a turn order. Alright, does anybody see any names on the turn order?
Nope.
Alright.
Nope.
That's fantastic.
That's what you wanted.
Exactly what I wanted, yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't be sarcastic, would you?
No, that is legitimately what I want.
Okay.
Sometimes the turn order comes up with information preloaded on it that isn't relevant to this combat for whatever reason.
Uh-huh. Like the authorities showing up.
Oh yeah, like the authorities showing up.
That wouldn't be relevant to this combat, though.
Of course not. We're too speedy.
Here.
8.
Ah. Yeah. Yes, everybody go ahead and roll initiative if you haven't already.
Oh. You wanted us to roll, right?
I do want you to roll, yep.
Roll.
That is why we started rolling, yes.
Yeah.
Where's the ATV that Porsche and
Yeah.
Das have come out of?
Yeah, we were promised an ATV.
You were promised an ATV. I'm giving it to you right now. There you go. It's blue for Spectre Star Technologies.
Hmm.
What about the other ATV?
What about the thing in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah. What direction is that in, actually? I'm assuming it's like far enough away that it ain't going to be on the thing, but like which direction from us is that roughly?
The thing in the woods is about. Nope, that was just a little bit in front of Porcelain.
Was I in front? Okay. I can't remember.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Porcelain made no effort to overtake Das as they were coming back.
Yes.
That's kind of
Yes.
rude, isn't it?
So I'm in front and coming around the corner, and then like behind me there's just gunfire.
Porcelain just shoots over your head, basically.
Yeah. I'm not that short.
But is Porcelain tall?
That's the point, actually. How tall's Porcelain?
Not terribly tall, but she's not short.
Right. So probably couldn't fire over my head.
Probably not. No, it would be a very awkward angle, especially with mag pistols. You don't awkward angle mag pistols. Well, I guess they don't have that much more recoil than Oh, she is kind of short. She's 5'4".
Oh right, so she's only like 2 inches taller than Das. So yeah, she's not shooting over my head. No way, she's shooting over my head.
Nope. Yeah, I forgot she was that short.
I can't believe she's shorter than you. God.
Alright, I'll draw one more quick thing here. The back doors to these are on this side. There are front doors, of course, on both sides. The same goes for yours.
How long does it take to plant a C4?
Yeah, demo charge.
Yes.
I think it's just an action, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an
We don't
action.
wanna- at least if we're not shaping it.
I don't think we need to shape it if we put it inside of one of these vehicles.
No, yeah, obviously not.
So you're essentially turning a vehicle into a glorified grenade.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to ask you, which side do you want to have approached on?
Oh. I put 2 and 2 together.
Do you guys have a preference for which side your vehicle approached from? Which side do you want your back door on?
We
I think
didn't
it's,
we didn't register our preference before. I don't think so. Just meh.
I think
fuck
it's
it, let
fine
it
as
ride.
is.
Good
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I like them partially forming a diamond shape. Or,
A partial diamond shape. I believe they call that a triangle in the academy.
well, no, I'm taking into account the direction that it's facing. But it doesn't make any sort of shape, so. Because
Yeah,
we're
it's a nice.
cubes or
It's a
squares
It's an isosceles triangle.
or rectangles. Mm.
All right. Let me roll their initiatives. Porcelain is obviously taking starting the combat, but oh wow, that's gonna be painful. She also rolls high.
Yep. I was kind of hoping it would come this way, where like Das obviously knows what's coming, so can react fast.
Uh-huh.
Percy's just amazing at combat, so reacts fast. Portia Lynn knows what's coming, so reacts fast. Everyone else goes after those 3.
How do you
that's
And it literally has turned out that way. It's like
how do you connect
Das and
multiple
Portia
together
Lynn and Percy.
again?
me and Doug's up there above everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, PCs
Yeah, we
do go before NPCs on the same initiative, so Percy will get to go before Porcelain. But I will throw the reminder out that the way I do combat is if somebody fires and starts the combat, they get that shot, and then they get to roll their initiative, and then take their full normal action when their initiative comes up.
Okay, so Porcelain gets the opening shot, and then we go in this initiative. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That makes sense.
So essentially, Portia Lynn is going to get to shoot Kai twice before Kai even has a chance to do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Percy gets a shot.
Yep.
And Doug.
Yeah. Also,
So, you know.
question. How do we like draw multiple lines at once again?
Multiple lines at once? What do you mean?
If you
Oh,
right click,
control.
make
Oh, right. No,
right
that's
click,
sorry.
control, which is it? Right click, control, which is it?
if you right click, it'll make
Okay,
a
there we go.
waypoint.
There we go.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, right.
triangle.
Click. Control doesn't seem to work anymore.
Would you look
See?
at that as an angle of try?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
you see,
you
that's not a
read it
triangle at
by
all.
the if you read it by the lines, I'm gonna have to cut it off.
If you
I
ma-
don't know how to do any kind of hypotenuse squared
If
bullshit.
you go by that, you end up with a.
Yeah. If you're going by the arrangement of the vans, or if you're going by the arrangement of the vehicles, why would you go by the edges of around the edges of them rather than by the center of mass?
to
No,
to
no.
make a
Like, would-
point.
Okay. So
Because I'd choose
go,
not to.
go center of mass, but with the direction of the vehicle. Then.
That's nonsensical.
No, it's not.
Yes. Look at these 3 vans making a hexagon.
No, they make an infinite open shape.
Which is shifting because you can draw lines between them, so it's not an infinite open shape.
Depends how
They
you
don't
draw
make
the
they don't
lines.
make anything. It's just 3 vehicles sitting around.
Mm.
There is that.
I am giving her a -4 as a snap attack action, but oh my god,
Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. Yikes.
Oof.
I was trying to give Kai a chance.
Nope.
That's after a -4. She's dead.
He doesn't get a chance.
Chance unacceptable. Slay him. Slay
Yeah.
the fuck out of him.
All right, well let's roll his hit points, I guess.
And he rolls like 2d8.
Oh dear. Oh, that's
Never
a lot
mind.
of damage.
Her second attack alone.
Ooh, gross.
Let's just see how bad it is. Oh wow, he rolled really well.
how many hit points is really well?
Well, he
14.
got almost his maximum. He could he got enough to survive one of those attacks.
I'm guessing he's a 3-hit dice, and he got like 16 or something.
No, he's only 2 hit dice and got 14.
Two. I got 14. Okay.
That's pretty good.
So,
Not bad.
you know, good job, Kai. Sorry, Kai. Bye, Kai.
Yep.
He did
Bye-bye,
what he
Kai.
came here to do. Die.
Die? Sorry, I stole your punchline.
So obviously, as Portia Lynn unloads her mag pistols, they are not quiet.
Mm.
Kai, I don't know what the dots are,
Thoughts?
or not the dots, the decoration
Kai.
above the and below the K. Turning it into a D.
Bye.
No, it
Oh,
turns it into
bye.
a
Bye, Kai.
B.
Bye bye, Kai, my guy.
This just happens too fast for him to react. Obviously
Yeah,
the
well,
others do.
I guess that isn't shouting to shoot Kai, because Kai at that point is crumpling.
Yeah, you see two well-placed shots, both smashing into center mass. And unless this guy pulls a Mercure Corp resurrection bullshit, his chest cavity has been torn open by hypervelocity magnetic slugs. He is in the process of looking surprised and falling to the ground.
Kying.
Kying.
Mag shotgun, you say? You know what? You've given me an idea. Wait, isn't that just a spike thrower?
Well, you do see Spike Thrower. Just the guy is pulling one.
No, I mean like as a spike thrower, not just a mag shotgun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I have one of those. 3d8 plus 5 damage, range 20-40.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
As good, as good.
So how does Das react to this suddenly loud bangs and blood everywhere?
Yeah. How do you reply to sudden and excessive violence?
Sudden and excessive violence, yes.
That's just
I think this would be a thing of the hand communication thing,
Mm-hmm.
where we're trying to do the comms of like what's going on.
Yep.
Except Das is not fluent in this,
Yeah.
and is basically like she's not trying to communicate anything particularly fancy because she knows she would not be able to. All she is trying to communicate is that Portia Lynn is on our side.
Okay.
Because if she can communicate that, then anyone Portia Lynn shoots at is automatically on the other side.
They are. Fair enough.
And she's just shot Kai, so that kind of
Yeah.
draws the lines.
Yeah.
That draws the lines quite well.
Yeah.
Definitely draws some lines, yeah. Is she going to try and communicate anything regarding Xenia and Robert? Because if you recall,
Yeah.
you guys had identified that Robert and Xenia were more or less kind of on their own.
Yeah. I think there'd be kind of almost a 3-part thing of first off, Portia Lynn is on our side. Second off, shoot the ones over that way that are up here.
Mm-hmm.
Third off, don't know what the heck these two are going to do.
All right.
Unknowns, but don't shoot first because they might not shoot us.
You rolled a 12 on your attempt to communicate when we thought it was going to be a sneaky, subtle communication. So you can definitely get all that out. What is Dash doing for her turn? This is to scale. You're a little far away for it being to scale, but that's fine. You're about 7 meters, 8 meters away. That seems fine for a tense standoff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Das definitely does not have a gun. It's not really a thing that Das typically would carry. Remind me how movement works in Stars. Do I just get the 10 meters, or can I get more sacrificing action, or what?
You can. You get your you get a move and a main action, and you can use them both to run action 10 meters. Basically just combat movement.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, Dash could scurry away to behind her team or behind her team's ATV with both actions.
Yeah. Yeah. I think actually I'm not quite gonna do that, because that then has implications for what Das can see.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna go this way.
Behind Porcelain is a smart idea, yeah?
Yeah, behind Portia Lynn. Does Roll20 have a move the token along that path thing? I guess not. I guess
not if you're on the measurement tool, but if
drag the token and do it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I will move up here, because that then puts the ATV between the three hostiles, or the three definite hostiles, and me, but leaves me with a line of sight to all the possible friendlies.
Okay.
And do I have that out? Hang on, that counts as ready, doesn't it? Or does it?
What's that?
I'm trying to work out what armor I'm wearing, because my sheet is set up such that I would be wearing the armored vac suit, but that seems unlikely.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Would I be wearing the CFU? I guess I probably would.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that I have to say, I do think that would have changed the scene a little bit. Where in the CFU is any kind of combat armor makes you look like a combatant.
Yeah. Okay, I'll skip that then. Cool. Probably should get like a I don't know what mod it would be to make it not look like combat armor, but whatever that is. I probably should get a set with that.
There are mods for that. There's also armored undersuits that have a decent AC, and secured clothing, which is just clothes that have AC.
Yep. Well, definitely need something, because I'm going to be at AC 10 at the moment, which, like, if I get shot, that's going to be a problem.
Secured clothing is like 13. It's like 13 plus dex.
Hopefully, I don't get shot.
I'll let you add secured clothing. Sorry, go ahead, Varo.
Being cute, being just a kid, and not shooting in the first place, or being in the line of sight, is a good way to not get shot at.
Indeed, indeed. Yes. Don't need AC if I never get shot.
But go ahead and add secure clothing. It seems likely that somebody would have said you
Yeah.
need some kind of armor if you're not going to be wearing armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we would be freaking cast without any sort of armor.
Yeah. All right. And that's it for Das, yeah?
I think so. I was trying to work out how much spare readied encumbrance I had, but I don't have enough to get out a med kit. So I will stick to what I have already got. So yeah, that's me.
Percy.
Yep. So, I have just seen Porcelain shoot Kai to bits. Anyway, yep, no, that doesn't look too healthy for him. Next nearest prominent looking threat, combat androids. Closer combat android, mag rifle.
Okay.
Pew pew.
That is surprisingly low for you, and you don't have dice turned on, so I didn't actually hear anything. Didn't notice
Oh.
you'd rolled. Oops.
Oh, yeah. How do I
Yeah.
turn that?
Well, there's a reason it's surprisingly low.
Oh, because it's a nat
'Cause
one.
it's literally
nat
as low
one.
as you can roll.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That is a reason for dice to be turned on.
Oh
You-
dear.
You don't have to. It is a performance
Yeah,
hit.
No, I just don't know how to turn it on.
Oh, okay. It's in the settings,
Yep, looking for it.
dice options, and enable advanced dice, enable 3D dice.
Oh, sitting over there. Right, okay.
You also want to check automatically roll 3D
Yep.
dice, otherwise every time you roll, it's
Yep.
going to make you do a swipe action on the screen.
Okay, there it is.
Cool.
But yeah, so does my nat 1 hit this combat android?
Nat ones do not hit, despite it not being stated in the actual text of the core book. It was intended, and it's in all of his other without number books. And he's also
Okay.
clarified on Reddit that, yeah,
Well-
nat ones are supposed to miss, nat 20s are supposed to hit.
Fortunately, I have a class ability for this kind of thing, so
do.
that will be 16, 23 damage actually.
All right, yeah, because it also maximizes damage. Oh,
Yep.
let's...
Big fun gun.
Yeah.
It's a very fun gun.
Wow.
That's a lot of hit dice.
I do have
That
a
is-
hit dice.
A surprising amount of hit dice, yeah.
That is a lot of hit dice, eh?
Good, a
Darkstar
challenge.
Technologies came prepared, and that preparation
Yeah.
let their android survive one hit with 4 hit points.
Yes. That preparation has meant the android is not quite destroyed.
No.
It's only
Congratula-
mostly destroyed.
Congratulations, the Megacorp manages to build almost as sturdy as some space pirates that we met in a back alley. What level appropriate challenge was that?
I'm curious, can you see... Oh, actually, I can see what you can see. No, I can't. Can you see the hit point bars underneath the combat android, Just a Guy, and Robert?
Yes.
Okay. Can you click
Yes.
on the token and see the number?
No.
No,
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay. That is exactly how I like it.
Good.
Cool.
that's the way.
I like it.
Alright. Anything else from Percy?
I don't think there's anything else that I don't think I could do damage with a bonus action.
Are there any verbal reactions or movements as this is all unfolding very rapidly? Is he gonna...
I don't think so. I think he would look across to Das, see that she's safe, and the others know what they're doing. Oh, actually, I would like to. Yeah, Percy is gonna basically order. Come on, get back, cover,
Okay.
and pull back to here.
Alright. He probably will not be able to shoot at them from there when his turn comes around, but because
Okay, I can move.
but they will be able to shoot at him through the rest of this turn because he has moved during this turn. I don't do the classic D&D thing where you can move behind something and then be completely covered.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he'll get cover from it.
It's like the the turn is a window of time, and Percy was
Mhm.
exposed for at least some of that, so they can shoot.
Right.
That's fair.
All right. It's
Yeah.
Portia Lynn's turn
Nope.
again.
Nox, everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just I thought I had. Is everyone else okay? I thought I had someone like dozing off.
With this banging music playing? Not a chance.
Apparently. Apparently.
All right. Who would like to run Portia Lynn?
I kind of feel like let's let Ginja do it for the simple reason that Das isn't really doing anything in this combat.
Bass is not going to do much. Yeah, that's true.
I'd be okay with that.
Me.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'll run Porcelain.
Ginja, Portia Lynn has been made viewable and editable. You should be able to shift, double click on the token and bring up this version of her character sheet.
I can indeed.
For general guidance, she is she's not the kind to, like, hang out in the open and just move toward, walk towards her target shooting. She'll either take cover here or move towards your guys' vehicle. But aside from that, just a general idea that she's not the kind of Terminator kind of combatant. She doesn't just walk towards her target.
She's going to keep in cover and yeah, play tactically.
She's a good combatant, exactly. Aside from that, I put her in your hands.
Okay. What's this ability then? Is that just is that an action to do or what?
Oops, let me. So the ability there is it's an instant action, but it is only once per scene.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Instant once per scene. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This ability, and then not clarifying what ability.
Oh, yeah, no, that's somewhat deliberate. It's fine. Don't worry about it. No, it's not too bad. But yeah. Okay. So Kai is down. That combat android is the one that's going to go before. Yeah. Okay, Dex, threat level assessment from Portia Lynn's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Android or just a guy? And it's like threat assessment of almost guaranteed takedown on the android versus possible takedown on just a guy.
She does get to fire twice with any kind of pistol weapons. I didn't include that as an ability there because I wasn't actually expecting to have her run by a player, but
Here we are.
Here we are. Threat assessment is just a guy is the most dangerous, but 2 shots is probably not going to take him down.
Okay, so take the combat android first, and then and can with the shooting twice. So is that 2?
Is it 5e 2 shots, or is it?
She has 2. Some of these entries they say 2 attacks.
I actually just moved them to 1.
Right.
So that you can click them individually, and like obviously you have to declare your target before you attack, and so I just changed them both to 1s so that you can do that more easily.
Okay, so can I then? That was kind of the next question I was asking is, can I like declare an attack against the combat android, resolve that, and then decide where the next one goes?
Yes, that's fine.
Cool. Okay, definitely doing that then. Let's see if we can get this combat android out.
Yeah.
She's got a mag pistol out, right?
She does have her mag pistols out, yeah.
It'd be some actions or whatever to change that. Mag pistols will do. Let's shoot that combat android that's already damaged.
Okay. Well, that destroys it.
Thought it might. Cool. And then if just a guy's the bigger threat out of what's left, then the final one will go against just a guy.
Okay.
It's a guy. Nothing suspicious to see here.
All right, a 21 will hit him as he is pulling a spike thrower off his back. And I keep putting... Oh, because I didn't actually set it. Alright, that's fine. Oh, it's... I need to... I did copy these over, so some of their...
Hmm.
Let's see, did that fix anything? It did not. Who the heck is he linked to? Yeah, I'll just add this straight up on token settings. There we go. Now his hit points should be properly reflective as a percentage.
Okay. Right. So he's got. Yeah. Quite a bit more. Yeah, that looks like
It's got a few
maybe,
hit points.
That looks like maybe a bit more than a quarter. So he's probably got like 50 something.
Yeah, which means that if you're knee focus fire him, then he doesn't listen. He doesn't. He only gets one action, assuming we hit.
Yes, assuming we hit, which we probably will. We'll see.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Movement wise, I don't think like given the cover stuff and also the number of people over there, I don't think it makes sense to sprint over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think cover behind this ATV.
Okay. Sounds good. Douglas.
Alright, well, we're gonna chuck a grenade. I think I'm gonna err on the side of caution and chuck it behind them, this like over here,
Seems fair.
so that it can't. Or at least it's very unlikely to bounce back. So we'll say like right here. Yeah, it still catches them in the 5 meter.
Is that within your throw range?
Probably. What's my throw range? Is it? Surely my throw range is more than 10 meters. But I don't remember.
I believe grenades are 10 and 30, and going past 10 meters is -2 to the attack. But it is only against AC 10.
Yeah, I think I'd rather take the long range.
Okay. Go ahead and point at where you were going to chuck it once more.
Right here.
Got it.
Basically, I don't want. I mean, I guess technically these guys could get bounced too, but that's not my problem. Is it disadvantage or a penalty in this?
It's just a -2.
-2. Okay, no,
long
that's not
range.
too bad then.
Yeah, nah.
Hmm.
I don't think anything does advantage or disadvantage in this.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but
Hmm.
All right. Well, that easily hits the AC 10. You rolled really low on the damage there.
yeah, I did. Jeez.
Ooh,
Two, one, and
yeah.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
The next one will do better, I'm sure.
All right, and remind me, does the grenade
It's a
do any
-3 penalty.
-3
on
penalty
top of
to their
the,
save, but doesn't affect how their armor affects grenades, right?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, just it does an extra die damage and the fixed save penalty. So yeah, that's pretty tragic.
Grenades aren't great against heavily armored opponents, but there's a failed save. Come on.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and I guess kind of as a reminder, the explosives, the demo charges are 20-meter radius.
They're huge.
It's just battle map
Hey.
basically.
All right. So
Ooh.
that is, unfortunately, it is reduced by their higher AC, but that is still fair damage to both of them. He needs some hit points rolled.
And I'll get on the other side of the vehicular transporter over here.
Okay. Yeah, and then
Jeez, that roll.
that roll was really good. Yes.
Making me sad about my crap
Ooh.
damage roll.
3 8s. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right, that'll do it for me.
All right, and then -4 on him. All right, that brings it to, I believe that's the dead combat android. The dead combat android sparks and sputters and does not run for cover.
Nice.
Just a guy is going to take a shot at Porcelain.
Mm.
Let me make sure I've got that set up right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Oops, I forgot to add the -2. Didn't really matter.
Yeah, that doesn't change anything.
It doesn't.
Yep. Okay.
So he is kind of a Terminator type combatant. He's firing before he even makes it all the way around, but he is just walking. I forgot how to. Oh, just there we go. He's walking right around.
Mm. Yep.
Nice.
So, Porcelain is an NPC and needs some hit points, right?
Oh, she does need some hit points. I believe you've got the hit die button there. It is not reflective of her actual hit points, just her hit points in this particular state and time.
You mean that?
All right. That was a heavy hit then.
Yeah, I guess so. I think the bar is not accurate.
Yeah,
Bar just needs
they're
some
all
other
I'll fix
number.
it.
Yeah. I have fixed the numbers, but I can't do the linking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be away from my computer for a
There we
second.
go.
I'm gonna feed these cats.
Cool.
And as he's moving through, just kind of going right past Robert and Xenia, who are trying to figure out where they can move to. They clearly are showing signs of they're not going to engage in this, and they're just trying to find somewhere safe to be.
Somewhere to just be out of the fight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the conflict between their bosses.
So he's looking a little bit better.
Yeah.
In fact, the only damage that looks to still be hanging on, lingering along, is the grenade damage that just flecked off
dear.
bits.
Oh, we're gonna be here for a while, aren't we? We're gonna be here for a while.
Alright, Kai is also dead. And Robert. Robert makes a break for... Nah, that's not a good for this one. Oh, he's got 2 actions. He can just go straight over here. And he motions. He tries to hold Xenia's hand and pull her with him, but she's standing here assessing the situation. She still is looking like she does not want to be part of the combat, but she is looking at what is happening. Kana. Nox? Are you muted? You're muted.
Yep.
Yep, there you are.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was my turn.
Yep. It is Connor's turn.
Cool. I guess. Just going to fire at this combat android. Actually,
Okay.
because it's way too much going on down here if I miss.
Right.
Yeah. If you shoot in that direction, like Das is right behind the target. So maybe don't do that one.
Yeah. Especially not with a bow. Is there a button? There is a button. It's been so long.
It has been a while. I apologize for that. I'm lumping like 3 difficulties worth of combat into this one just to make up for missing combats for you guys. That's how it works, right?
Just about, yeah.
Sure.
Hey, you bank them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's fire you off. Nice, nice.
That is unfortunately one shy of his armor class.
That's okay. I'll accept it. And after that, let's go ahead and move somewhere back here.
All right. And the combat android, the one that's remaining, is going to take position over here and try to get cover against Percy, and is going to be firing at Percy. Percy does have
Lucky.
cover.
Mhm.
So -2. I remembered it this time. And I don't think that's gonna hit.
It is not.
Okay. So
Solid effort, but no.
what is Percy's AC?
19.
19. Okay. All right, because he is wearing combat armor, isn't he?
Mhm.
There was no reason for him not to.
Absolutely none whatsoever.
All right. So, laser burst of laser, score the paneling of your ATV. Was not intentionally attacking the ATV though, so while there's gonna be some bit to repair, it doesn't actually do any hit point damage.
Mm.
Just use the pen.
Good for that, I guess. Question mark.
Yeah, more or less.
Let's get a pain about that.
Somebody's trying to figure out the radius of a demo charge.
Oh dear.
Alright. Couple things happen here. Why don't you go ahead and roll me Wisdom Notice? Anyone who has Panspectral Optics, I should say, can roll Wisdom Notice.
Hi.
Yep.
Wisdom notice, he says. Wisdom notice. There's wisdom notice. Oh dear.
This cat ain't so smart.
Oh dear.
Alright. And anyone that has 2 or more system strain worth of cyberware, roll me a mental save. Mental or physical? Your choice.
Mythical.
Mythical.
Physical, yes.
Yeah, we want the lower target number, right?
Yes, you do.
Lower is better for you for saves. Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Fucking try me, nerd.
All right. So, what Percy is seeing is, of course, communications. The combat android is in instant communication with a burst of chatter going in the direction of that whatever is out there, that thing about 75 meters away.
Yeah.
Percy recognizes what could be a call and response of a military communication.
Yeah.
So you've got a fairly decent idea that what's out there is just an invisible citadel, right?
Okay.
Joking, obviously. You still don't know what exactly is out there. The other
Not
thing
quite.
that happens is after Xenia has finished kind of reading the situation, there is a sudden kind of nauseating static that it doesn't emanate directly from her, but Percy's notice check combined with the timing is too coincidental. As soon as she has decided what this situation looks like, you feel this static overcome you. It's like you're being bombarded. It's like you're in what a QECM like zone feels like. Like those with cyberware can feel when you're in QECM. When you get in strong QECM, the more cyberware you have, the more you can feel it. It doesn't normally affect you. This is magnitudes heavier than that, and you're unable to make any radio communications as well. All of you are unable to make any radio communications.
Remind me briefly what QECM means. It's quantum something, right?
It's basically pre-tech magic ECM. It is quantum ECM in word only. It's not actually quantum. And its intent is to prevent guided munitions and drones from being a viable war tactic. They scramble automated flight systems so that guided missiles can't reach their targets.
Right, that's familiar actually.
Yep, prevent drones from flying. At low levels, they don't really disrupt radio communications, but this is.
Got it.
At low levels, they disrupt radio communication just enough that you can't guide a drone by communication. You can only guide it by laser. You have to have actual line of sight to the drone. And it's at that point that she. Oh, that's. Yeah, no, that's a gunfire between the combat android and Percy. She is not moving past that, so she.
Yeah.
See that. That's 6.4, 6.5 right there. Well, she just kind of. She doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think Das is going to have a similar problem in a moment.
Yeah, maybe a little.
So she moves over here and kind of just crouches down and looks. She's not prone. She's just crouched. Let's see. Were there any other effects of this that I missed? Let's see. All right. Oh, let me also roll the save for the combat android.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Alright, it also succeeded. So, had any of you failed, you would have lost your next move action and can't take instant actions until your next turn. Well, until the end of your next turn. Das, you're back.
Yeah. And things are moving in my direction, which I don't like. So I think the plan is run away a bit. So we're... Remind me what's around us. Are we in like a foresty bit or?
You are. You're in a forest clearing, large enough that there's a little bit of sun through an opening near the center of it. These are big trees around you, and so they cast large shadows, but
Yeah. Okay.
the clearing is large
they're
enough that they're spread out.
The trees are the kind of tree you could plausibly like hide behind then.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. How close is the closest tree to me?
I would say it's not within 20 meters, or if it is, there's also the reason that Xenia did not just run for the trees is because there's brush and other considerations in the way.
Right, you can't just sprint straight for it.
You could definitely just dive in some brush.
Yeah, there's no reason that you couldn't dive into some brush.
I think I'm starting to understand where you're going with this.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that. Could. Alternatively. Alright, hang on. How far is it back to? Okay, so it is actually only like 20 back to there, but I'd have to go round this. and I probably would start by going like that, so it actually becomes quite a lot further.
Remember, if you're passing them, they can take pot shots at you.
Yeah.
Only melee,
Yeah.
melee though.
Yeah. I think then Das like frantically looks around for somewhere to not be like in the middle of all the combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we closed this door, did we?
I
dive
don't
into
remember
that
anybody
ATV.
closing the door.
I'm gonna dive in there and close the door behind me.
Nice. I think Nox may be sleeping a little bit.
In retrospect, maybe she'll
Uh-oh.
just mention that to Portia. It's like, oh, okay, if we're gonna do that, how about you just go out there and leave me in here?
Yeah, but there's no communication at that point.
Yeah.
You know? We need the comms
True.
back to the people. But yes, I am back in the ATV.
Hey, Nox?
Yeah.
Okay, good, yeah.
All right,
Sorry, I had something.
we're back to Percy.
What's the situation in the ATV? Are there windows? Are they
There
bulletproof?
are windows. You can see out of them. People can't see in them.
Okay. Do the windows look like they're probably bulletproof?
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't want to press your
You like
face
that one?
against them just in case.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I won't like constantly be looking, but you know, every few seconds, head up, look around, see what the situation is, head back down.
All right.
Little gopher.
All right.
Yeah.
Or prairie dog. There we go.
Percy.
Yeah, so it was Xenia that was doing some shit or other that made the ECN thing come up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am gonna briefly gesture, like, the direction that I saw the comms going from the combat android into whatever direction. I'll gesture Doug that way, go some sort of big comms thing there, interfacing with the android. Maybe blow it up. And then I will...
Oh, just to add in or clarify, that
That's-
communication shut down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's why Xenia did that, is to shut down the android.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
not-
no
not
more
shut down the android,
communications from
That
anyone.
changes things. Yeah, hadn't put it together. That changed things. Okay, still gonna point Doug, like, that doesn't change what I would do. I would still point Doug towards it so
Oh,
the
yeah.
communications can back up. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go some sort of comms hub over there, I think, blow it the fuck up. And then I am going to step out this far and no further.
Okay.
Actually, no, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what? I'm gonna move around to here, actually. Because, yeah, this is still a bit of line of sight on the combat android, and it's... okay. There isn't, unless from...
We'll not be covering now.
Yeah, okay. Fuck it. May as well move up here. And yeah, this android shall be the next to taste my wrath.
All right. And I believe this is also max damage, or your next hit is max damage.
Yes, assuming I can hit it. Oh, that's a 27.
That's a hit. What's your max damage?
20... 23.
23. All right.
Yeah.
That tears a fair chunk out of it.
Mhm.
The combat android actually gets hit by the mag rifle slug, and it tears through it kind of tears through where a person's heart would be, upper left shoulder plate, collarbone plate, and its left shoulder is not functioning terribly well.
Oh no, how terrible.
No.
I'm
You've
so
given
sad
it-
for it.
A lifelong disability.
Can you hear how sad? Unfortunately, that's not going to bother it for very long.
We'll make sure it won't suffer.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we just need to euthanize it, right?
That's what you do with all damaged androids, right?
I
Ah,
mean, no, we fixed Libra when she got damaged.
so Porcelain has just seen Das run behind her and into the car. I think Porcelain would recognize that Das went into the back seat and not the front seat, so
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like there's any risk of Das running her over.
Yes. However, just a guy is advancing.
Yeah.
Is advancing, yes.
Do us a favor, don't run Porcelain over.
Yeah.
Yeah, the engine start revving.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, obviously I'll drive forwards, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and ram it to the other vehicle. Oh, actually.
Yeah. No, backseat. She's in the passenger compartment. She's looking, checking the status. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I don't know. Other than like shoot and probably back away a bit, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, he is. There's one other ability that I did not put on her. She does not suffer penalty. With her pistols in close range. She has close combatant.
Right.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
And that's actually on the Porcelain starting character.
Ah.
One of the first. That is a feat that she starts with.
I remember
Yeah.
noticing that and thinking it was interesting.
And he is wielding a two-handed weapon, so she can bind him up by getting into melee.
Okay. Would that cause issues with others trying to shoot him or not?
Not in Stars, no.
Okay.
Kevin Crawford made the very wise decision of, hey, this is a sci-fi game. There's going to be a lot more guns than swords. Let's not penalize the few melee characters.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in that case, it seems reasonable, at least to me, that like he's going to just keep coming. There's no point moving away if he's just going to keep coming. But if Porcelain moves in, she's got no penalty. He has penalties. They're both going to be shooting each other regardless, so might as well give him a penalty while we do it.
Sure.
So 2 shots and closing. So there's a shot.
Yeah. That does hit.
Wasn't expecting to roll that low to hit, but sure. Cool. And another shot. Closing. Further. Cool.
It also hits.
Yep. Cool. And yeah, close in.
Alright.
Melee range.
For melee range, please represent it by having the circles of the tokens be touching.
Okay. Circles are touching.
Alright.
So mathematically, the ability to get average at this point, maximum. Is it worth it?
She's a fairly self-preservationist, so take that into account. I do think that the math works out that the average is pretty good. It could overshoot, sure,
Yeah.
but he also does 3d8 plus on his attacks.
Right. Yeah, which could very easily be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's probably reasonable to do it then.
Okay.
Because next turn he might even be dead. But if we don't use that, then next turn, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Doing it.
All right. You see a similar, those paying attention, see a similar kind of effect on Porcelain, where flechettes from him had ripped into flesh. Those wounds are quickly self-knitting and closing.
Oh no, she has flechettes in her flesh.
They're doing a little dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fleshette.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 shots move in, recovery. I think that's Porcelain done.
Okay. Douglas. They took away your AoEs, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess all I can really do is either blink at these guys, or I guess I'll just start. I guess I'll communicate because I don't have any cyberware, so I don't know the whole QECM thing. But I guess I'll just start running for the whatever that thing was.
It is like some 75 meters out.
Yeah, so it's. But also, without aside from explosives, I'm not really much using combat.
Okay.
I guess I could be a good target. I'm fine with just running that in the open. So I guess I'll just start booking it that way.
Okay. All right.
Because let me see. Let me double check with my. Do I have the combat shot? No, I don't have it. I just have the bolter. I've only got a +5 to hit. Which actually I guess isn't the worst. But it's also just flat 1d8 damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna start booking it that way, just in case. I don't know. I'm sure like 6 to 12 seconds probably not make a huge difference for it, but you never know.
Okay. Well, you can make between 10 and 20 meters closing the distance in that direction, depending on a couple of rolls. He'll get 10 meters.
Yeah, I'll dash. I was gonna also say I'm fine with just being completely out of cover because I've got the whole Ironhide thing.
Okay.
So I'm a pretty tough target.
Go ahead and make me 2 rolls then, since you're just booking it. There is the trees are sparse enough that he can avoid the brush. Normally that would slow him down a little bit as he zigzags around, but not nearly as much as if you were to try and barrel through them. Go ahead and roll me first off a exert with Constitution.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. And then either survive with wisdom or pilot with wisdom.
Well, survive it is.
All right. Yeah. Doug has no problem keeping up a 20-meter, or closing approximately 20 meters, because he's not trying to be combat movement. He's just running. And so you gain 20 meters on. I'm going to put a pin on it being 75 meters now that it's become a combat objective. Those. 5. And if we want, we can move Doug over here and just yep, exactly. Use the blue to represent how close he is. The blue bubble on his token.
The blue bubble. Oh, gotcha.
So
what 20 currently.
20/75 is I think how I'd like it formatted.
Let's see if that. Oh yeah, that does work. Cool.
And the second roll is for Doug to recognize that he is on the path that the vehicles probably took. He hears the ATV that Robert got into starting up behind him. do you want to lose 5 meters from your distance to get off of the most likely path vehicle would take if it were to drive on past towards that objective?
Only if it means I might be able to hitch a ride.
Doug could certainly slow down and try to
Yeah.
either catch it as it's tumbling through.
I'm willing to try it. I'll take the 5 meters off.
Okay,
Either way, we can address the other part later. That's fine.
we can. All right, sounds good. Just the guy goes. He does step back because he cannot actually fire his spike thrower while bound up in melee combat. He kind of, words. He tries to smash Porcelain away with the butt of it and make some distance. This does give her an opportunity attack.
Oh, she's taking it.
Yep.
With
Yep.
unarmed.
Unarmed. Oh yeah. Okay, that's still not terrible.
Yeah.
Although with that amount of yeah.
That low of a roll does not actually hit him, nor does the shock affect his AC.
Yeah. 15 or 4 shock damage if AC is less than or equal to 15. So the shock damage is literally irrelevant here.
This one it is. Yep. He manages to push off and plants a boot in her chest, kicking her away just long enough for him to scramble back and bring the spike thrower to bear.
Oh.
15 damage back on Porcelain, sorry. You've said Portia so much that I'm starting to do it now. Her full first name is Porcelain.
Oh, okay. I thought Lem was also her name. Okay. Today I learned.
I haven't clarified it because it's something that your characters wouldn't necessarily know, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. And, Robert does get into the passenger side and scooses himself on over, as I foreshadowed. He is starting up that ATV, and let's see if he can barrel it down. Skill. Drive. Efficient, yes. Modifier. Not terribly easy terrain. Alright. Doug's not at any risk of getting run over because he is not able to drive fast enough with a 6. And that also does make it easier for Doug to hitch a ride if you want. As Doug hears this ATV rumbling and crashing through some underbrush around him, what is he doing? Is he just preparing to spring onto it, or is he trying to hitchhike, or what's going on?
I was thinking I'd just jump on and try to grab on. The hitchhiking is amusing, but I don't think it'd be as cool. I'm lifting up my pant leg and whipping my leg. Nah.
All right. So the difficulty for that is going to be Robert's drive roll +2, because it is not an easy task.
Sure.
Actually, it is an ATV. It has. I'll make it
hold on points.
Yeah, I'll make it only +1.
Military.
So difficulty
That's
is
probably fine.
7. But it has to be with Dex, and it is going to be an exert check.
Yeah, well, I've got a +3 in exert, and I still haven't used my reroll, so I'm not worried about it.
All right.
There, what
What
you
could go wrong? See?
That's fantastic.
I make it look easy, baby.
Yep.
All right. Doug adds for this round another 15 meters to his distance to unknown objective.
So I'll and Doug, as you know, he grabs on. I assume it's on the driver's side essentially, and like slaps the window, looks at Robert, and gives a thumbs up.
Okay.
I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure where Robert's allegiance lies, but you know what? Doug's just gonna assume he's on our side right now.
Roll me a wisdom notice.
Either he's on our side or you're stopping him from getting away.
Yeah, one or the other.
One or the other. Oh wow.
Yeah.
His expression looks startled and not pleased, but doesn't look angry or upset.
He's not looking like he's about to sideswipe me into a tree.
He does not look like he's gonna sideswipe you into a tree.
All right, that's all I needed to know.
Good.
In fact, I'll take it one step further than that. His driving becomes a little bit less, break for the hills, and a little bit more get to the hills. So he's trying to make it a little bit easier for you. Kana.
Yes.
Just a guy is putting the hurt on Portia Lynn, and Combat Android is over there hurting.
Hmm. I think. Yeah, no, I don't. There's not too much that I can do. But what's the range here?
Could have chucked a grenade at the combat android. That's as safe in a vehicle.
There is nothing stopping you.
Hindsight's 2020.
There is nothing stopping you from putting an arrow into either the android or the guy's back. Just saying.
This is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and fire another shot. This is gonna be at the combat android.
Nice.
Perfect.
Whoops.
Even with the drugs, this sickness is getting to me.
It's apparently, yes.
Oh dear.
It's
Down with the sickness.
It's a combination of new implants, implant sickness, and what the fuck is that static? What is going on? Is this normal?
Yeah.
Clearly somebody set something off in the area that is interfering with electronics. Kana has no question about that. Your cyberware is supposed to be safe. Cyberware is supposed to be very well insulated from all of this. Yeah.
Oh.
Alright. Combat Android. And while I'm rolling this, Nox, if you want Kana to be looking around, seeing if there is a source for that, you can make a wisdom notice check.
Sure.
Combat Android, while you're doing that, is going to fire a laser rifle. No.
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening. At Percy. Oof. Just not having any luck.
Not today.
Percy has, despite it not looking like it, Percy has managed to cover himself with that ATV.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably just as simple as like, duck and swerve to the side a bit, and a pattern of laser fire places itself over the ATV where I previously was. Like, this isn't a cartoon, so it's probably not a Percy-shaped silhouette of bullet, but...
He's learned to predict the combat android. Not dodge lasers, but to predict the combat android.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, like if I can dodge where he's aiming before he fires, that's almost as good as dodging his fire.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument you don't even need the word almost there. You don't get hit either way.
Yeah, like I've seen enough combat androids doing a thing in my line of work. I have some idea of how they move.
Yep, sure.
We don't
Xenia
talk about Dave.
continues to just kind of crouch and watch this unfold. We're back to Das.
Okay. Still just looking, I think. Yeah. Still looking. Being prepared to run out with stuff, but hoping it's not needed.
Okay. Then Percy.
Yeah. Honestly, this combat android can't aim for shit. I'm not overly worried at this point. Look, relatively, Portia Lynn just got smacked in the face by this guy, and I've seen her take a spray of fire from Spike Thor anyway. I've used a Spike Thor, I know how bad they are. Just a guy is getting it right where you least expects it, and I am going with Burst Fire for this one. I do not want to miss.
Okay. That is
Peek
certainly
away,
not
that's
going to
Oh,
miss.
damn.
22 damage.
That is
Hopefully enough.
I said
enough.
29.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's the scary part done.
Yeah, he just fires out a spray of
Oh wait, unless.
he just fires
Yeah,
out a spray
wait
of
for it.
Yeah.
Unless.
This is Spectre Star, it's not Mercure. We can hope.
Well, also the I don't know Revenant.
If
There-
he gets up, I'll put him down again.
That doesn't indicate anything, right?
There does seem to be a lot less blood than there should be for the gaping wounds that have just been created.
Yeah. Yeah, See, I want to yell, get his gun to Portia Lynn, but Percy hasn't been watching that fight. He hasn't seen this guy regenerating, so I'm just gonna hope that she thinks of it and gets the gun off him while he's down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe
I
next
don't
minute.
think that's something you're going to need to worry about because
Oh, grenade.
him and Portia Lynn are the same thing, so she will know.
Oh.
Right? Like they have the same kind of stuff, so
Right, she did say that, didn't she?
Mhm.
whatever threat
Nice.
there is, she will know what it is and know what the appropriate steps are.
She did
Nice.
call him an inferior version of herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
as you saw, when he healed, he only rolled 2d8.
Yeah.
He have to
He
roll
got,
high on
he
it.
got 2d8. She got 3d8 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
All right. Speaking of, it is Portia Lynn's turn, and yes, she does know that he's not going to bleed out. He's stabilized, and within a half hour, he won't be good as new, but he will be active again.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so 2 questions then. Within a half hour. So after well beyond the end of combat.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case I think ignore for now. And she can do what she's going to do after you take control again after the combat.
Sounds good.
Whatever actions she thinks are appropriate, she can do them when it's you in charge. For now, let's
Yeah.
end the combat. I'm gonna go. Let me get the ruler instead of just moving. Oh, it's just right click, isn't it? Gonna go over this way, staying out of the line of fire from Kana, but it over enough to get a line on the combat android.
Okay. It's still gonna have some cover, but it's only cover.
Yeah.
And that is enough to hit it. Exactly enough.
Nice.
As well as enough damage to take it down.
Nice.
Okay.
Good shot.
Combat android been
Cool.
brought down to -3, just a guy down to -4. That's funny.
Mm.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Doug.
Yeah.
Riding along on an ATV, you rolled a 13 on your exert. I'm not going to make you roll again to maintain hold.
Very kind.
Right.
And
Can I gesture for Robert to roll down the window so I can ask him what the hell, if, you know,
sure.
where he lands in this whole thing and what the hell is the whatever the heck it is out here?
Sure. As he's rolling down the window, as soon as it gets below eye level, unless Doug says anything before then, he says,
I'll...
"Oh, go ahead."
No, go ahead. Yeah, you go.
He says, "What are you doing?"
Hell if I know. I know y'all got some sort. I know there's some sort of device out here that might need I don't know, doing away with.
There's the slightest bemused smirk at hell if I know, and then as Doug continues on, a little bit of frown. It's our ship.
Oh.
Now, bear in mind,
Wow.
Doug still can't see this ship that's supposedly out here.
Yeah, that sure is a shift there. Hell. Actually, here's the question: Does that ring true to any of Doug's knowledge as a thing? I
There's
assume we're talking about cloaking technology, effectively.
right. There's no known technology, post-tech or pre-tech, that actually make a ship invisible.
Yeah, I guess on that size, I mean, I guess it'd be like kind of like a supersized holoskin emitter, right, for a drone. But obviously on that scale, that's probably wild, right?
That is a possibility. That is a possibility, but it wouldn't. I would say
Yeah.
that would be more for terrestrial-based hiding, because in space, if you're using hollow emitters, you're just making
Still
light.
emitting some sort of light. Yeah.
Look, I personally am willing to.
I don't know. Well, that's where regardless, that's where Doug's mind is going as like a possibility. Like maybe it's just something for hiding on land, you know, like ships.
Out of character, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Just like we didn't think there was a true invisibility for ships, we also didn't think there was a ship or pilot that could cover 15 hexes in an hour or whatever insanity it is.
I think it's 1.8 hours.
There we go, see? My point exactly.
Crazier things. I mean, the Rods is pretty crazy too, so yeah, it's like...
Yeah, I'm not surprised at this point.
Alright, we don't
Anyways, Doug is looking doubtful at that. I did kind of assumed it was some sort of communications thing. Which I guess is a ship.
As Robert is slowing down, he says, "You should probably hide. If anybody sees you, they will shoot you." He does slow. He graciously pulls the ATV up just short, angled away from the direction that you're traveling. So, you know, you're traveling north.
Yeah.
He turns it so that Doug is on the opposite side, the south side of the ATV.
Yeah, I'm really kind of a loss of how I'd want to proceed there. I probably shouldn't sneak on the, just hide in the back of the ATV and sneak onto the ship. That seems like it. Unless I do want to do that.
He is
really.
He's stopping short. He appears to be stopping short.
He's. Yeah. I guess he didn't. I guess he would. I guess he probably wouldn't be willing to smuggle me on to blow it up. So I guess I'll. I was like, "You sure you don't want to come with?" Yeah, we'll go that way.
Go ahead and give me a Wisdom Survive or Wisdom Notice check. Yeah. Doug.
Wisdom Survive or Wisdom Survive slightly better.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
If this is about reading, is this about reading him?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
This is actually more nature-based. The woods that you're currently in.
Oh. Wow, I'm really
So,
hot.
yeah. Doug sees some displaced branches, and the very slightest impressions of something large on the ground, but not like heavy and pressing into it. The signs point to there might just be an invisible ship here that's, you know, very, very light and fluffy.
A light and fluffy invisible ship.
hovering?
How good.
It's almost certainly employing some kind of gravitech to not, press its full weight into the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
It's employing
Okay.
some sort of fluffiness.
Yeah, but you can see
Mhm.
from broken branches above in the canopy, and some slight displacement there that yeah, there something big came down.
Okay. I guess knowing it's a whole ship with who knows how many people on it, I guess I will. Yeah, I'll get off, and yeah, like I said, I'll extend the offer. It's like I don't know what the fuck's going on either, but if you want to come along, I'm sure you're welcome. Bye.
He kind of pauses as he steps down from the ATV. Come along, where? What do you mean? Going to my
So I
ship?
get. He seemed like an alright enough guy if you wanted to come visit the Raza.
Oh dear, really? Really?
Uh,
Oh dear.
I don't know. So just might as well. I mean,
I'll talk it over with Xenia.
right then, you got our number.
Shit, he's actually on your
Kai
ship.
had her number, right?
He did.
Apparently.
Yes. He did. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
you had his
I'll,
number.
Yeah, whatever. In whatever way, I'll give him my contact info just in case.
All right.
We'll leave the door. We'll hold the door. We'll leave the door open for you.
Oh
Hey,
dear.
we're talking. I mean, it's talking for high level people. And they didn't start shooting at us or anything. So
Mm.
I don't really know where their loyalties lie, but
Mm.
obviously I don't think they were with Kai, or at least I'm not really confident they were with Kai based on their reactions. So that's where I'm at.
Doesn't matter now if the loyalties are with him.
I'm
Dead.
move the spotlight back over to the clearing real quick. Retake control of Porcelain because I think some of your assumptions may have been correct, Ginja.
Mhm.
She does come over and put bullets in his head.
That's what I thought would happen. Yes.
Yeah, I think we all expected that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Enough bullets to prevent him coming back in whatever form, regardless of what mods he's got. Yeah.
She is not usually one for
Yeah.
taking prisoners.
I was basically working out, like, was that a thing that needed doing right now, or was that a thing that could wait a few minutes and kill the combat android? And
Mhm.
it was the latter. So went with
Yes.
the latter.
That was a correct decision, yeah.
If it was like, oh, ignore him now and he gets up next turn, then I'll put bullets in him now. But if I've got a few minutes,
hmm
yeah, get rid of all the combatants that are actively trying to shoot first.
She she looks over at Xenia, who's now standing up from a crouch. And they lock eyes for a moment, and then Porcelain says, "Wait for me." And Xenia doesn't respond. And then Porcelain looks over at Percy, Anna, make sure that nobody's still aiming at her.
I think by this time Das is like exiting the ATV, seeing that nobody's shooting back anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and slowly making her way around.
Yeah.
Cautiously.
All good over there, Das? Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Percy looks at Porcelain and, despite everything, smiles and goes, "Huh, not bad shooting. Are you okay too? I saw you get blasted with the Spike Thor."
He'll be fine.
You're not just being proud and toughing it out, right?
There's a slight smirk on her face also, but also a slight hint of annoyance.
Yeah.
Um,
fair.
as she starts walking towards your guys' vehicle.
Yeah, I'm taking it as a guess.
And she says it'll buff out.
Sure.
Yep.
And then Percy looks at Destiny, sort of mouths out, "Is she keeping the vehicle, or?" Because our laser marks and stuff. So
Oh,
that
right, yeah. the conversation.
Yeah.
Came out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Das will fill Percy in on what was discussed. That Porcelain is gonna come up to the Raza, view memories, and we go from there.
Huh. Okay.
Are we good on the deal? Good.
Deal.
Oh, she'll mention that to Percy as well. The whole, if she's not convinced by memories that Spectre Star was lying to her, that she keeps the Raza.
Okay, out of character, that wasn't the deal. The deal was that you would try and convince us to give up the Raza.
Well, yes. The deal was that Das would try to convince you, and that's what she's doing.
Well, the deal that Porcelain made with Das is exactly as Das stated it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Das, like, the rest of you are completely free to be like, no, you don't have the authority to do that, and overrule Das. But that is the deal Das made.
Okay. Percy will give Das kind of a look for a second and then go, yeah, high stakes. Makes sense, I suppose. And besides, you know as well as I do, it is extremely convincing. If everything in there matches everything that Spectre Star has fed her, I will be shocked enough that I won't notice a fly in the Raza away.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, because if everything in there matches what Spectre Star says, we're going to need the Raza to pick our jaws up off the floor.
Yeah. Not.
I imagine Doug's probably sheepishly walking back now.
There's a little bit more conversation between Doug and Robert that can occur.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright,
carry on then.
Porcelain, for a moment, looks over at Kana and Percy. You two lost your memory also.
Percy nods.
I'm a new hire, actually.
She just nods. Over at the invisible ship. Robert puts out a hand with a finger up, trying to indicate to Doug silence, and also kind of, a little bit of a brushing hand, that kind of motion that says, "Don't get seen."
Okay, sure. I'll hunker down.
All right. And he comes around the ATV to put himself more direct line with the ship. Well, he waits. There's still no communication. He doesn't wait too long. Oh goodness,
In case I need to book it.
Just in case. Just in case.
He doesn't have to wait too long before Doug registers the blip of his earpiece registering restored communications. Everybody else at the clearing also does. And very quickly start talking into his own comm. Being
Out
an
loud such that I can hear him, or is he too far? I guess he's
out
too far away.
loud so that you can hear him, and being an android and knowing that he probably does have internal comms, suspect it may be for Doug's benefit that he is speaking out loud.
To be fair, I only suspected he was an android.
Ah, well, fair enough.
But out of character, I know now.
And actually, now that I think about it,
that.
that would also be another reason for him to be speaking out loud.
Oh yeah,
Because,
not being an android.
yep, people can't have ghost talker transceivers, and it wouldn't be unusual for somebody that's clearly in a military position as he is, but, yeah.
I think
So, yeah, he's still not given no indication that he's an android directly to Doug.
Okay.
The conversation goes something like, Xenia locked down communications to prevent outside interference, and Porcelain is doing some cleanup. Will need some more time. Maintain silence.
All tracks. Promising.
He waits, listens, gets communication back, and then says acknowledged. And he turns back to the ATV. Now, you are on the wrong side for Douglas to slip in through the back door. So, when he comes back around, Doug is still there. is Doug shaping a charge right now?
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. It makes it like it's like I'm not, fully trusting. I don't think that's entirely wrong on me, but it's like I'm clearly like packing it away. Like I'd like to think that it's like I'm in it. It's just like and then I start putting it back up.
Okay, fair enough.
If he says or yeah.
He seems to observe, but doesn't say anything about it. It says,
just precaution,
you want to ride back?
Sure.
He again tries to motion for silence. You know that the windows are not silence, but for stealth. The windows are tinted. Once Doug's inside, it's unlikely that anybody from outside will see him. But it is still going to be a small, low difficulty stealth check to get inside in the driver's side, and then scoot across without bumping around or making it look like he's somebody else.
Or I guess sneak dexterity.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sneak dex.
If I know anything, when I get myself in these awkward situations, I know this is when I roll well. Like that talk check back on Astos.
Absolutely. Yep. Totally expect you to roll fantastic.
Oh,
yeah, that's actually pretty good.
I am really great.
Was pretty good, yes. All right. Yeah, no, that's perfectly enough. I mean, the ATV does a lot of work hiding. It really is just making sure the door doesn't make any unexpected movements that Robert hasn't provoked, and that you're not bouncing the ATV around, making it look like somebody's just climbed in. Robert gets in after Douglas has slid over. He slows himself enough that it doesn't look odd that he's waiting.
I managed to keep myself from swearing out loud when I bang my knee on the console.
Douglas is a big man sneaking in. It's fortunately a big vehicle, but still a big guy.
Yeah, no, he's not built for crawling over seats like that.
No. Not at all. And Robert starts up the vehicle. Clearly a genetically locked start panel, so obviously he's human.
Obviously.
Yeah. Sure.
And turns around, heads on back to the clearing. You guys in the clearing hear the rumbling of the ATV reapproaching. It's not approaching any haste. It's not, like reinforcements coming to join the combat. It just sounds like an ATV rolling modestly through the forest. It's not even crunching through underbrush anymore. And this is probably right about the time that Das has finished describing to Percy what the arrangement was. So
Back on a single timeline.
back on a single timeline. Robert, Doug, and the second ATV return.
Oh, did you blow up the thing over there that the androids were talking to? Didn't you hear an
Oh, yeah,
explosion? Nothing quiet.
Yeah, apparently it's a whole ass ship.
Huh. Huh. Percy looks over with the panspectral optics. Is it too far away?
Hang on. I had to
Okay.
do this.
Okay. Ah, yes, of course.
We took time doodling those. We're gonna use them.
The panspectral optics don't tell you too much.
Okay.
There's a little bit more communications chatter in that direction. Muffled and stifled. I'll tell you as a player, basically any communications inside the ship are very short range communications and are basically only wireless far enough to reach a panel that then transmits it through wires throughout the ship. So they're avoiding emitting radio waves outside the ship through internal comms tech. Nothing unusual, just regular tech.
Yeah.
So some of it escapes, but it doesn't really add a whole lot to the background radio wave chatter. Knowing what you're looking for, you can see that there's something that's creating a little bit more buzz over there, but without knowing what you were looking for, it would just look normal. Certainly doesn't look like a ship, but if that's what Doug's telling you, you could convince yourself into seeing the shape.
Told me.
That's true too.
This is what Robert's telling us. It's called a chain of trust.
Upside down, Robert gets out and rendezvous with Xenia.
Percy sort of looks at Portia and goes, "So we're not shooting these two."
Seem alright by me.
He's upside down.
Well, I don't judge someone based on their orientation.
Oh, nice.
Okay, yeah, no, fair enough. No offense, well played.
Meowkin wins.
Yep.
Porcelain does respond, say, they're just out for their own skin, and they're both useful.
Both useful, both self-interested. Recognize that their self-interest lies with you. Yeah, no, these sound like your kind of people. So, Percy will walk over that way a bit. Purposely walk past Porcelain. Actually, I don't think we got introduced yet, did we? You weren't allowed to talk earlier.
He's addressing Robert and Xenia.
Yeah.
They're talking in very hushed tones as Percy comes over and Xenia stops.
Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting.
Yes.
Okay.
Robert, before you move Percy back, Robert chuckles a little bit. I'm Robert. Extends his hand.
Percy shakes it. Percy. But yeah, you probably knew that. But still, Percy.
We did. We had full dossiers.
Bet you they know more about us than we do.
Decent chance, honestly. Decent chance.
And Robert says, "Right. So what do we do from here?"
Well, I'm told that Porcelain is coming back with us for a little bit for a house call. Are you coming with her, or did you leave a pilot just keeping the engine warm, or?
Xenia cuts in. Kurt, our engine is warm.
Okay, so
She looks irritated to even be having this conversation.
yeah, Percy sort of turns his body a little to encompass Porcelain along with the other two, and a shrug. Yep, it's up to you then.
Porcelain, let's do this now.
Okay.
And Robert kind of raises his hands like, I still don't understand what's going on, and says, I still don't understand what's going on.
You and me both.
Honestly, fair. Fair. So, Das, Porcelain, do either of you want to explain it, or?
Xenia cuts in, says, I'd like to hear it from her.
Okay.
And Porcelain says, nah, Das can explain it.
Oh, dear. Can we keep that like
Sorry, what are they asking Das to explain at this point?
What's the deal? What's the plan? What's happening?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Das will go through it for the third time.
It's not their fault one of them was at a soundproof van and then a guy was at a different soundproof van for the next time.
So what is Doug's reaction upon hearing this?
The whole situation with, I mean, seems, I'd be surprised if it ain't convincing.
Yeah. Surprised enough that we're betting the ship on it. Well, here's hoping.
Robert looks at all of you. Old. Xenia looks less impressed.
Yeah. Bold? I'm sorry, you did read the dossiers, didn't you?
Yeah, you say you know things about us. Yeah, okay. You sure?
Yeah, you sure? You sure it wasn't a different good-looking Percy Cameron that you read about? One that wasn't one that wasn't honestly a little bit insane. Anyways, let's get moving.
Yeah,
I mean,
Robert doesn't have anything to say.
Bold's certainly a nice way to put it. I'm pretty sure Xenia's thinking of it the other way though.
She doesn't say anything.
Yeah, because you don't have anything nice to say. Don't say anything at all.
Yeah, it's okay. I can feel her judging me. It's okay.
Out of character, I agree. This might be flat out stupid, but you know what? Yeah. I'm here for it.
Look, I as a player saw nothing in that fight that tells me that I couldn't put Porcelain down if I had to.
Yeah, I think us as a crew could handle it if we had to.
Absolutely, yeah.
Probably.
But she might kill something before we do, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, we just hired them. We'll hire some more. Nah, jokes aside, it would be sad, but you know we are still on march, and we do still have Riley and Siri on board.
So we can't actually hire more. We can't just hire more people.
Can we? Oh, we can, yeah.
Got to do this a couple times.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody's spelling it differently.
Yeah.
Just used to it being
Yeah.
away in it. Anyways,
Yeah, I think we've seen at least 4 different spellings of porcelain.
Yeah.
while the rest of y'all have been talking, Emil can port it back onto the ship.
Make me.
All right. You guys can't actually see the name above her token, can you?
Yes, we can.
Oh, you can. Okay. Well,
Yeah, okay.
none of you have
So we've just been
excuses.
misspelling it for no reason, yes.
Yeah, we know
should've-
now because we can see the name on the token that everyone's been misspelling it and different.
I mean, it's also
Like,
been put
essentially
in
all of
Discord
us,
more than once.
all of us have had different ways of spelling porcelain the whole time,
Yeah.
and now we're all
no
seeing
reason.
this name
Because it's
and
been
realizing that they're all different, and actually there's like this is the correct way.
I'm pretty confident it's in Discord at least a few times too.
Oh,
Even
look,
with
if I-
this campaign.
Look, if I have learned anything from being a person with a commonly misspelled or a commonly like 2 common spellings first name,
Uh-huh.
she's probably used to it.
Oh, almost certainly, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Back.
Just in the first page of search results for Portia in Discord, there's four different spellings. I versus Y and 1N versus 2.
Yep.
That tracks.
Porcelain.
And that's like yeah, that's 4 different spellings. There's only 3 different people that sent those messages. So at least one of you is spelling it multiple ways.
Name and shame. Who has it?
All right.
Okay, no, it looks like all 3 of you have got a spelling that is not Lin, but then some of the messages from Meowkin are spelled that way.
Probably some from the previous campaign.
So like these are all in the discussion channel.
I think that discussion channel goes back to the previous campaign, though, doesn't it?
Well,
No, I made a
this
new
is
one.
all-
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And
And this first page goes back to like September. It's definitely from this campaign.
Yeah. Yeah. Each cycle gets its own
right, yeah.
and then it gets archived just to hide some spoilery stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, and
Yeah.
also to make it so
Although,
like, when you're searching for
like-
something, you're not getting the information from the previous campaign where it might be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Each cycle gets its own spelling of porcelain.
Yeah. Scrolling down a bit,
Yeah.
it
How do we
becomes
know that?
less consistent. that
Do I
each
have any
person has
proof
their spelling.
that her name's spelling doesn't change every?
So I'm gonna focus us on the ship real quick.
Yeah.
You know how Shadow's appearance changes all the time?
Yeah.
Um.
Just every scene, just
Yeah.
D4, whether it's LIN, LYNN.
I mean, why stop there? I
yeah.
could also play with the T.
Yeah.
Like I did say porcelain.
Uh huh.
Yeah. And you could put an E on the end if the N is doubled, and it wouldn't change the pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 3 options there.
Yeah.
Oh, who else? That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Quirky.
Yeah.
All right. Let me instead of jumping into the scene with Kana and Acid, let me go ahead and put us on break. This seems like a good time for it.
Yep.
There we go. Go ahead and come on back at about 20 after. I'm going to move us back into frame here. And so yes, on the ship, Kana has teleported onto the Raza to go tell Acid that Porcelain's coming on the ship. I don't know. What does Kana tell Acid?
Yeah, just kind of just poured in straight to the med bay if she's in there. And I'm assuming that she is.
She's usually in the advanced lab.
Okay.
Nice. How convenient.
Then. Yeah. You may want to get the Porcelain's QED ready. She's going to be coming onto the ship shortly.
Acid looks up. A couple other people around look up also. Kind of just there's conversation. They're just kind of looking up, and then a couple of them, a small handful of them, notice that Acid's looking up and paying more attention to this than normal. So you've got like let's just say 5 people doing something in the lab. Actually, that's quite a lot for how many crew you have. All right, there's 2 people here. One of them, they both look up, and one of them double looks up. The other one goes back to whatever they're doing. Acid looks up at Kana and just kind of holds her gaze. What do you... Hang on. Sorry, Acid voice. What do you mean Porcelain's coming on the ship?
I mean, she's getting ready to get onto the ship expressly for the purpose of getting into the QED.
Eep.
Have you told Libra?
No. I should probably go tell Libra next.
Yes. And
Do you know where she is? Save me some time.
She says that she's reading in the mess.
Awesome.
Yeah, it tracks.
Report to the mess.
Okay.
She's frivolous.
All right. Started Libra. She raises her plasma gun, and boom, there's a hole in the wall. No, I'm kidding. You do startle Libra though, and there is a very quick whir and whine from somewhere within her arms.
Easy, just me. Just hands up. Acid told me to tell you Porcelain's coming onto the ship.
So that worrying and whining doesn't subside.
Right?
Reaper's ready for a fight. You should clarify it as a friend. Or,
Wow.
not as an enemy. Not as an enemy.
Certainly not.
To get into the QED. It's all friendly. They're driving her here.
Is this wise? Sorry. She asks, "Is this prudent?" As I was looking for a better word than wise. Is this prudent?
Yeah.
Gonna make me look up what prudent means in the middle of a
It's basically wise.
Wise.
It's a fancy way of saying wise. It
I'm gonna
has
tell you the answer's probably no.
it has some connotations of being smart. Also, is this smart and is it a little, or is this wise and is it a little bit smart?
Probably not.
Yeah, I was like, not likely. But they already bet the ship on it, so.
Well, I would say you get a deadpan expression from Libra, but she is a physical model.
That's already dead.
Yes, with limited facial expression. I will have security ready. Thank you. The wine.
I'm not sure that'll work.
The wine in her arms and shoulder regions subsides, but did kind of have the panspectral? No, because you were talking about not getting it because you thought it might affect the entity view.
Yeah.
Okay. Or right, panspectral will. You were talking about the ghost talker might, and it doesn't. So you might get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. If it doesn't, then I definitely will get that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just the heat in the room has raised by a fraction of a degree, mostly coming from Libra's arms. She
Doing
is
that well.
powered up and ready, but is not primed to fire immediately. And at Kana's comment that might not. But how did Kana word it?
Might not be a good idea. Might not work. She's coming on friendly like.
Understood. I'm still waking them all up.
Okay.
Um.
I think that's everybody that needs to know.
Yeah. Back. Well, actually, all the bridge crew, including Kana, get a communication from Libra. Notifying them that the ship will be ready to receive Porcelain in 5 minutes. And Kana, you see people scurrying about. She is. I mean, Kana would probably also see the message. Libra is basically removing all non-security crew from non-essential positions.
Essentially high alert.
Yeah, she's taken Kana's suggestion there of not bringing the security out visibly, but she also wants the non-combatants out of potential combat areas.
Red shirts in front.
Red shirts on standby. Oh, that's a bad word
Yeah.
now. God damn it. Alright. Back at the clearing. Kana can teleport back whenever you want.
Yeah, she'll do that. She'll port somewhere where she's immediately visible.
Okay.
The clearing's empty. We've all left.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I was...
So yeah.
So the rest of you are gathering up, and there are 7 of you. Yes. That'll easily fit within an ATV. It's got a crew size of 8, and you can obviously carry more people than just the crew size.
I have my hovercycle too, so.
That's right, you do. You do. Why didn't you take that into the forest?
I didn't think about it at the time.
That's fair. That's fair. The stress of combat.
If I had, think of the situation I would have put myself in.
I am thinking of it. It's great.
The good thing I had the concealed demo charge. If I had to capture, that would have been fun.
Yeah. So if there's no more chatter that you want to have with Robert, Xenia, or Porcelain, then
not right this minute, I don't think.
yeah. Then they are willing to drive back. I'm being silly when I'm trying to figure out how many of them will fit in your ATV. They're not going in your ATV. That would be silly. Xenia is going to remain behind.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me roll a couple things here.
Because I assume there's still people on the ship that are in charge that are like wondering what the hell's going on.
Okay, that's kind of what I expected from Xenia.
That tracks.
Oh wow. Robert's also not terribly
Well, he's picking his cue from Xenia, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that does that tracks also.
Like a puppy dog.
Yep. See, now there is a strong, independent, individual freethinker who doesn't mind having his leash pulled on. As opposed to Porcelain, who literally shot Kai's head in when he tried it. So, place your bets, everyone. Is Porcelain going to roll well enough on the memory thing to try and to manage to find her old memories and convince herself? You know, I do actually worry because I think she's probably quite a different person from who she was before. She's a good little. No, I'm not gonna say that. She might hear me.
So, Xenia
I-
does refuse to go with you. She initially makes it. She initially says that she's going to stay behind and clean up the mess that's been made here. And Robert tries to convince her that they should go, and she simply says, "I don't like them." And Robert, caught in the middle, tries to smile it off. Says, "She's just like that with new people. She'll warm up
No,
to you."
it's fine. This isn't a new reaction.
I acknowledge that what we're doing may not be considered wise.
Maybe even may not be considered prudent.
Prudent, yes.
Speaking of, did everybody else get Acid's message?
Yeah.
Acid's message, Libra's message. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's relief.
Or Libra's
Things
message,
aren't
right?
Not- So the ship's readiness isn't going to be a surprise to everyone else here.
Right, no. Everyone got the message from Libra. Ship will be secured and ready in 5 minutes. Alright, so yeah. Xenia and Robert do stay behind, and Xenia just gets to work with dragging just a guy and the androids into the remaining ATV. Portia Lynn looks over at Das again, says, "Ride with me," and gets behind the wheel of the ATV.
Okay.
Anybody else want to ride with Portia Lynn?
Sure. Joking will if nobody objects to that.
I think Percy would probably volunteer, but if Myokin's already volunteered, then he wouldn't want to make it look like everyone's piling in with Porcelain. We could probably all fit in the same vehicle, couldn't we? Like, what's the...
Oh, easily, yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to split up to two, do we? Percy just jumps out the back seat.
Doug was on his motorcycle. Thank you for making a box.
The what was I gonna say? I mean, we could just take one of their ATVs, right?
Well,
I
where
mean,
did we get ours from? Is that like a rental that they're going to be annoyed?
No, it was from
Don't take it
Stat.
back up to that.
We should probably take it back.
Right,
We
it's
should
one of
probably
ours.
take it back.
We should
though,
probably keep it
because-
then. Might be useful.
You could easily get the hovercycle into the ATV. They've got like 10
Yeah, but I'm
tons.
not riding my hovercycle.
Then you wouldn't be riding your hovercycle. You're right.
Okay. Then Jokin will drive the other ATV back.
Okay.
Cool. Every ATV has a driver then. We're good.
That sounds like a children's song.
As a driver,
Hmm.
a little bit.
Every driver drives an ATV.
Okay, that's
Every driver an ATV. For every ATV, a driver.
For everything else, there's the visa.
Oh no, no longer a children's song. Until 20 years pass. What is that? Interesting. All right. Yeah. So you get in the ATVs. Porcelain is quiet on the drive as she's following Kana, unless Das or Percy make conversation.
I think Percy might like just try and chat with Tass about more or less nothing a little bit, but like to see if Porcelain engages. But then when she doesn't, and he realizes the tension of as we're getting closer, it sort of dwindles.
Yeah, nope, she does not engage at all.
Yeah, that's it.
You have confused the jackal.
I know. Yes, yes.
All right.
Oh dear.
um. So you actually drove your ATV from your ship to here. You did not move your ship any closer. It's gonna take more than 5 minutes for you to get back to your ship. So that's already covered. And gives Libra more time to brief your security on the potential risks that you face. Has anybody sent anything to Libra about what has just transpired? Like, did you send a copy of the video or anything?
I probably wouldn't think to a fella and make it back.
Okay. Alrighty then. She gives them basic information about what they knew about Porcelain during their time on Raza. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of hullabaloo made about Porcelain's being on the ship. She doesn't seem to make any big deal of it. In fact, she doesn't look like she doesn't remember it. But it's that same kind of familiarity that those of you that had been on the ship longest had also felt a little bit of when you woke up.
Like she knows where to go to get to places, but she doesn't necessarily know like
what the places are,
who's going to be there, or whatever.
Right. She excuse me. Yeah, there's another situation where unless I guess I can turn off the comment music, huh?
Yeah, we're just bringing Porcelain onto the ship, and we've got combat music in the background. Like,
still feels like combat.
Yep.
Porcelain is again fairly direct and a little bit impatient in once she's aboard the ship. Where do I go then? Where are we going?
We're going to the
Labs,
lab.
I think.
We're going to the lab this way, and Percy leads them off on a slightly circuitous path to the lab.
Quick clarification: you've always done this in the med bay.
Okay,
Oh.
to the bay.
Yeah. Acid had set up a stasis tube in the med bay specifically so that she could be, near all the medical stuff.
Yeah, no, to the med bay then, and Percy leads us off in a somewhat like I noticed the porcelain familiarity thing. I assumed I would because you mentioned because you mentioned it. So I'll lead off in a circuitous route. I'm curious to see if she will try and correct the directions.
She does. She
Okay.
stops. Stops walking when Percy heads off. Says, "Where are you taking me?"
Okay, I was wondering if you would catch that. Go on, medbay's this way, and point in the correct direction and start going there.
She does not look amused, but she follows.
I don't care if she doesn't look amused. She's on her home turf now.
She, upon arriving at Medbay, she looks at Acid, and there appears to be a little bit of familiarity there. But she doesn't say anything. Libra has also decided to be present in the medbay. Porcelain notices that. You have security then.
Like I said earlier, you would trust us less if we didn't. I'm not saying that you trust us, but you would trust us less if we didn't. All good, Libra?
Libra nods. And Porcelain says, but this isn't your entire crew.
Percy shrugs. Maybe.
It was just, what, 6 of us initially
10.
left on there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6. Yeah.
Is that what Doug is saying?
Yeah, when we first woke up.
This is too big of a
Surprising.
ship for just a few people.
Surprising how few people you're on this ship with.
Let's find out why Spectre Star wants it back then.
Probably because you can run the ship with so few people. It's got at least a little bit to do with it.
Another little frown, and then she takes Acid's direction to the stasis tube. There's a little bit more hesitation there as she looks across at those assembled. And she finally rests her gaze on Das and then sees to what's being not injected, but what's I guess I have described it as there's actual injection drugs for the stasis tube, haven't I? Yeah, no, she looks to see what's being injected and plugged into her.
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it really is.
Now it's her. I mean,
You know
we trusted her with Das. Now it's her turn to trust us with putting her to sleep.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah.
I got in the back of an unmarked van. She can get in the back of an unmarked stasis. the analogy starts breaking down or something.
Yeah, look, you were a kid getting into a van with a person. You were a kid getting into a van with a person that you don't remember having met before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've got some memories.
Hold on, yeah. To be
the
clear,
memories I do have are her locking me in an airlock.
And the whole reason you don't have quote unquote memories.
Oh
of
no,
her
did I ever
is-
actually remember that bit, or was I just told about that bit?
You were told
I
about
don't
that,
think
but
I
you
ever
avoided
actually
it.
remembered that bit.
Yeah.
I wanted to avoid it because I thought it was going to be the dominant, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
It turns out that was the worst memory.
And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But then I thought it was going to be the dominant after that, and then it wasn't. This is like, what else has happened?
All right. So anyone with notice, heal, or shoot of 0 will note that Porcelain no longer has any injuries. Her clothes and armor are still marred where she got, hit by bits of shrapnel or flechettes. But and there's still blood. That actually makes it more difficult to see, but because she's becoming more exposed to get into the test tube. She's not stripping or anything, obviously, but anything bulky is being taken off. It's and acid is probably cleaning the site of the injection. It's more obvious that she no longer has any injuries. And she got hit by some of those. He was too close to miss her completely.
Yep. We did see the spike thrower get blasted into her face.
Yeah.
Well, not quite that bad, but yes.
Yeah,
not
quite
literally.
Yeah, blasted in her direction then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you guys to come up with 3 things that she looked for. What 3 things is she looking for in her memories? And I'm going to tell you that one of those is going to fail. I'm not going to tell you which one. Well, I'm going to roll randomly, but I won't tell you.
Yeah.
At least
Okay.
one's got to be something to do with the and I genuinely don't know, but something to do with working for Spectre Star before, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
That may still be true, but I mean that's definitely something she would check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her working
Yeah.
with Spectre Star before and whether it matches what she thinks she remembers working for Spectre Star.
Mm.
Maybe something
Yeah.
about specifically being a Spectre Star Black Ops agent? Because if she feels that, she might think, oh yeah, no, she didn't find anything about it.
That's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Sure, but I feel like that specificity helps, because if she doesn't find it, she's like, yeah, no, I don't remember being a Black Ops.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you're saying to clarify the question into that instead of just does she work for Spectre Star?
Yeah.
Was she Spectre Star Black Ops? Okay.
Yeah, like the covert thing where she looks like she's betraying.
Mm.
I mean, regardless, I would say at one point this isn't like for us to convince her, but
Mm.
or is it? I don't know. Are we,
Yeah.
are we trying to influence this
I think she'd be interested in that, don't you?
on a meta level?
She
Yeah.
seems totally convinced that she was. We seem very unconvinced. I think she would
Yeah.
check Lord over us.
Let me clarify. I'm
Really?
asking you as the players to come up with questions that she decides to ask. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
and I'm trying to,
Okay, that's
and I'm
why
trying
the
to
failure
clarify.
one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to clarify why I think Porcelain would ask this, would look for this question, so she
Specifically
can
ask
lord
that,
over the
yeah.
characters.
Mm.
I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
I'm
Okay, gotcha.
I'm also gonna suggest. Das mentioned the Griffin Cage thing to her, right?
Yes, that was mentioned as that's why the memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely something about. I'm sure there's
Yeah,
should definitely be something about Das.
Do we?
I was
do we
thinking that because
Yeah.
possibly
do
the
we think-
airlock thing, possibly Griffin
Yeah.
Cage. I don't know. But
Yeah, I think
something.
we look for either the airlock scenario or her planning to kill Griffin Cage to see if that's a thing that she did actually. The airlock thing seems more like she didn't seem to believe she would do that. Let's go for the airlock thing.
Yeah, I was thinking. I couldn't quite remember what her reaction was, but yeah, if she,
Oh,
if
yeah,
her
'cause she was
reaction
told
was
I
that
wouldn't do
Das-
that.
think
You're a
she
kid.
She was told that Das was like hired, right?
Yeah, yeah, and you're like, no, you're a kid. What? No. What? No. What? You're a kid.
Yeah.
No. What?
So yeah, so the airlock thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see. What
There
else
we
did
go.
Porcelain know that she was taking as very true that was not very true? That we argued against?
Raids against Spectre Star being in already cleaned out buildings.
Oh yes, good one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I
Yeah,
like
something
that.
about, like, yeah, like
I like that.
They're already abandoned projects essentially, and were evacuated and everything.
yeah, like
Yeah.
try and remember
Yeah.
a raid.
One of the specific
Mhm.
projects that
Yeah.
she currently is sure was a cleared out building that she could
Right.
look in the memories and
Yeah.
check.
You know,
as
you know.
compared to our the
So let's
crime
say.
reports.
So let's say, right? Let's say she goes for her reason for attacking. First question, her reason for like doing guerrilla strikes against Spectre Star. She thinks that she will get. Oh yeah, no, we're hiring you. What she will get is I fucking hate those megacorps, or so we hope. Let's also go for a memory of a specific Spectre Star raid. She will think that she's attacking an empty building. I suspect she will not be attacking an empty building. I suspect it will be full of living people that she remembers. Like, yeah, fuck them people. And then hiring Das. How do you feel about that? We have two about Spectre Star, but
Oh yeah.
that just makes it more likely that like it's either she remembers a Spectre Star doubt thing and Das, or she has severe doubt about Spectre Star after what she finds.
Yeah, I like the two Spectre Star.
Yeah. Assuming that her history is what we think it is, but I really hope it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Regardless, well, the nice thing with Das though is like that we know that's false.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
the thing with Das is false.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if Spectre Star's lying about that, there's gonna
Which
be
is
other
why
things.
that's the
and
one that's
he's
going
gonna-
to fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What was the third question?
So the first question was try and remember why she started her crusade against Spectre Star. She will think that she was hired by them to do like fake backstabbing, where I think what she will actually remember is deciding to launch a crusade against them herself for some perceived slight. So why she started her crusade against Spectre Star? As the first question.
It's her basically. I guess the around the crimes reported on the crime list against Spectre Star in particular.
Mm. No, Dex, I was intended for that to be the first question.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Instead of the Spec Ops.
Yeah. Yeah, like why she started her crusade against them. Yeah, that. Okay, they are different questions. I think.
They are different questions. Yeah.
Yeah. What do we think? Which of these do we want to ask her? I think one of these, and then the remember aspect of Star Raid thing. Basically, we have these two questions, and we have remember our raid against Spectre Star. We have those three options. Pick two. What do we think?
Yeah, I mean, I like the one that's on. I like the one that's written down as 3 at the moment. I like that one. And then
yeah.
of the other two, no strong preference.
Okay.
Oh, there.
The numbers are just for easy reference. She's not going to ask them in this particular order.
Okay. Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah, I think I like those three.
Okay. Wait, these three that are on screen?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
I feel like
one
and three are very. If recall working as them is like remember doing work for them, then yeah.
I mean, I guess like I gotta reword like the specifically attacks on the Spectre Star properties.
Yeah, basically the same thing. Basically we're on the same page then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nox, are you on board with this? Any changes? Any updates? Suggestions?
I might. No, I think we're fine.
Okay. So try to recall working as Spec Ops for Spectre Star, like doing attacks on them. We're hoping that she will remember wanting to get revenge on them as she's attacking them. Recall hiring Das, and recall why she started her crusade against them. So, which means that she will, if her history is as we believe it to be, if Spectre Star has found her false history, then she will have at least 2 of being unusually gleeful about attacking a building with Spectre Star facilities and civilians that they wanted kept. Hiring Das the way that we expect, the way Das remembers it.
Yeah, well, the way Das has been told about it.
Yeah.
Which I think we trust the 3 that we picked up on Henry Station enough that that's basically guaranteed.
And the option of her going, fuck them Spectre Star people, I'm going to use this pretext ship to murder the fuck out of them. She gets 2 of those answers, assuming that her history is what we know it to be.
Yes.
So I think we're okay with these questions, right?
Yep, I like those 3.
Okay, let's go with that, Dix. That's my final answer.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to the way I'm picking which one fails is her last one. So I'm first going to roll which one is her first.
Right. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
First question is.
I don't know. It's gonna be the one for
two.
I kind of want that one to come up, but.
Oh, did you guys actually want to see the rolls?
I like the
suspense to the reveal is gonna be good either way, whether it's to the roll or to the talking about it. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I do like the suspense. Like in an ideal world, I think she gets questions 2 and 3 answered, and then she gets whatever her core memory is, which will be very telling in itself.
Yes. Yes, that's another point. Is like we don't actually know what the core memory is going to tell us. But it's probably
we don't know what a fail means.
In fairness, there's a non-zero chance that number 3 is the core memory.
Yes, that is true. I was just thinking that. I wonder if 3 is basically the core memory.
Oh dear. Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yep.
Oh god.
What can go wrong?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, I've made notes for myself on the first question that she dives into, the first memory that she recalls. And now I'm going to reveal the second roll because it's only a 1d2. You don't know which the first memory is. So you don't know which of the 2 options this is.
Well, we could narrow it down to 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
You can narrow it
Okay.
down to 2. Yeah.
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 Either
Yeah.
number 1 or 2 failed,
Yeah.
I think.
Or more optimistically, number 2 or 3 succeeded.
Yeah. Yeah. We got at least 2 or 3.
Which is good.
Assuming
Assuming that Dex, assuming that Dex, assuming that Dex,
yeah.
assuming that Dex isn't rolling the dice backwards to fuck with us.
Well, indeed, it's possible.
Oh,
It's
I'm not.
Wouldn't
I'm
hurt
not.
that
I'm not adding that additional layer of obfuscation.
Unless he's adding this as an additional layer of obfuscation.
Stop it.
how many levels to go?
It turns out Dex didn't roll any of the numbers. Even this number is fake.
Yeah. How many levels deep does it go? He's the GM, so however many levels you're playing on +1.
Yeah. Yeah.
70-60 chess.
69 chess. Wait.
I need to look something up here first.
Oh, crunch. Oh, good.
Okay. I'll hold off on trying to look that up. It's clearly in a different document for myself. All right.
Oh dear.
And for her third attempt, she's continued to dive in. She is not trying to reclaim or recover these, which is, good.
He's not gotten off the deep end already. I assume there'll be some sort of sign if she's going off in the deep end.
Acid monitoring it is fine.
Well, I guess it does also,
Yeah, remember, right now, she's, her consciousness is actually within the memories that are stored inside the QED. Her body's not responsive to what she's seeing here until she comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means that it'll mean something to her.
It all happens in a relatively short amount of time.
It'll
we don't
mean
really know what. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll mean something to her when she comes out not shot. I mean, it's possible that we could shoot her and she'll finish recovering before she comes out, but she'll notice the bloodstains.
All right. She her consciousness does surge back and triggers the needles that Acid has taken as a sign that somebody, whoever's in the QED, is done. I shouldn't say there's no signs. There are some signs. There's some connection still. Because I have in the past let Acid, I guess, terminate the stasis.
Yeah.
And bring somebody out of the brain status that is necessary. And so she tries to bring Porcelain back peaceful and quiet. But Porcelain is not peaceful and quiet.
Yeah, tracks.
Anyways, how will die?
She is ripping the IV out of her arm, which you can actually see heal.
Oh dear.
That's such a small wound that it heals pretty much immediately, within a few seconds.
Oh dear.
And she's radiating anger enough that those who are in tune with it hear the very, very subtle uptick of Libra's arm cannons.
Yeah.
And she's trembling.
Okay, I'm just going like easy,
I-
easy.
See, out of character, I so badly want to say something clever, but I think Percy will actually just gently nudge the back of Das's back, and just sort of nudge her forward slightly. If she trusts any of us, it's you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go forwards and just like not go real close, but like go clearly a little bit forwards in her field of view.
Yeah.
She pinches her lips and tries to steady her voice as she hisses low. I was a test subject.
Oh.
I'm just the best result of their super soldier project. I wasn't even willing.
That sounds about right.
Mhm. Okay, real talk though. Real talk.
The
That's
fall
not
is
all you
yours. The Braza is yours. That was not a GM slip.
Yeah. No, you're not.
Sorry, what did she say?
She
Braza.
initially said Ghostfall is yours.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Oh. Okay then.
Oh. Gestures broadly at the entities. This cannot be a coincidence.
Well, the other.
Oh,
That's not
what you-
even where I'm thinking, right? That's not even where I'm thinking.
Wow.
Revenant.
Look at Portia Lynn's crime reports. The first entry. Boarded and stole Ghostfall, an unarmed research starship registered to and owned by Spectre Star Technologies.
No, wait. Hold on. We're a research
So
ship.
unarmed.
We're a research ship.
Ghostfall is the whole
Unarmed.
thing.
We're a research ship.
Yeah, this isn't the military ship. It's got a lab.
That to me sounds more like Spectre Star being, yeah, this is totally a research ship. It's fine.
Yeah, maybe they were researching the ship, but yeah. Yeah, I've got that in my system. Back in character. Percy will say, okay, but real talk though, you're more than just that test subject. I mean, I've been there. Like, most of us here have been there, gestures to Das and Doug.
Wow.
Most of us here have been there. You think you know, you aren't sure where you stand in the world. You even wonder just a little bit, and then you find out, oh no, I'm garbage. For us, it was the crime reports. For you, it's this. But like, the person that we met like an hour ago, sarcastic, forceful, self-confident, took so little shit from anybody that she shot her boss in the fucking head. You can make yourself that. You're more than just a subject. You can make yourself other things too. Just saying.
Whole thing with losing your memory, you can remake yourself.
Yeah, I mean, look at us. We're not just some bunch of ragtag low-life criminals. Well,
Wow. Yeah.
mostly.
Yeah. We're not
People
the
more-
same ones we were.
Yeah.
We're a different kind of criminal. Ones that, for
Less
the most
mercury.
part, have a moral compass of some sort. Vaguely. Look, we're working on it.
She's still quaking with anger. It's
Yeah, I know. That's like
yeah.
that's very similar to Duck's reaction first getting at it.
Yeah, I think most of us know a little something about that too. I mean, obviously not to the same extent as yours. Your experience is worse. Worse.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine the whole test subject thing. But,
Mm.
probably talk about that in front of her though.
Out of character, let's let her speak.
In character, Acid asks everyone else to leave the room.
That's fair, actually.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on.
Yeah. Acid,
Since
Give
she's
her
not
some
immediately
time.
lashing out into killing people, I think it's probably good
Yeah.
to leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost follows you. He said ship.
Ghost fault. I didn't think about that. It's
Yeah.
probably a coincidence.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, so then outside, Percy will just turn to us. So while we're waiting, do you want to see if you can scrape up anything on this ghost fall thing, or like are we ghost fall?
Oh yeah, Das will definitely be like basically the moment we're out of the room, the compad's out and she's searching and cross-referencing and just
Hmm.
all the new like Das has probably got like a database of all the stuff that she's found out somewhere. Like there's a bunch of new information we just got. She's going to be searching through that, cross-reference, find other information that is related, try and integrate it all in. You know.
Like specifically, like so far as we were, that the ship name Ghostfall didn't mean anything to us, so I'm sure it's something we have.
Indeed, like it's like it's probably
Yeah.
something we've read in the crime reports, but we may not have like actually remembered that when she said it just now.
Yeah.
But
Now
that's the kind of connection that Das would be picking up of like, hang
Now
on, this is a name that's come up before.
Now that I'm looking at her crime report, look at the second entry. Detonated unknown device on Jessup Station. Complete destruction, loss of life, 3,423 people assumed dead. Gestures broadly to the thing we nearly blew up on the ship in the first session. One of those?
It is an unknown device. It does, cause death, huh?
Unknown device, complete destruction, thousands of deaths. Yep, sounds about right.
Yep.
The difficulty is going to be higher because you're not on a planetary database. You only have access to what you've gotten into your computer and into DAS's data slab. But go ahead and roll me an int trade skill check.
Ooh, trade. Okay. Can definitely do that. I'm good at those as well. Not quite as good as program,
Okay.
but not bad.
That is still good. I didn't give any opportunity for anybody to help. Does anybody want to try and assist Das? To be clear, a 10 is a success. A 12 is a better
agree.
success.
Mm,
I'm not really certain that I'd have any way to help, or I can't think of anything that would be reasonable.
yeah, only thing I can think of is like notice looking over her shoulder, maybe spotting something or pointing out a thing here and there.
I can offer some options for just as examples. A pilot would help to compare similar ship designs that may have been registered as different names.
Like I said, I was actually just thinking something like that for Fix, actually. I'll think about it.
Fix, yeah, for drive signature comparisons. Looking through old records there. As far as the ship has. I could see a no check, just kind of being as a blanket thing in there, and I do allow multiple people to attempt to assist. The bonus is only +1, no matter how many assists succeed.
Yeah. Unlimited attempts, but only one successful bonus can actually do anything. Yeah.
In most cases, there will be some cases where only one person can realistically assist.
Anyways, I'll do Fix Intelligence, I guess.
Sure.
And I guess I'll run pilot intelligence.
Oh, goodness.
I could probably just roll that, right?
Yike.
If you don't think you'll need the reroll again in a scene.
Never mind. No need. You're fine.
Yeah. I think I'll hold out just in case. Considering the whole,
You've been
Portia Lynn
obfuscated.
being an unstable mindset on the ship, I think it's probably best to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
She has just verbally confirmed that she's not going to take the ship, though. So
I mean, for what it's worth.
yeah. Like I don't think we can trust her on that completely, but like she has just said that she's not going to. So
Mm.
Yeah.
But she's also emotionally and mentally fucked up.
Indeed. Indeed.
So
Yeah, but like most of us are at this point, you know. At least a little bit.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Listen, I was operating under the assumption that either Porcelain would win the bet and then she'd take the Raza from us, or Porcelain would lose the bet and then because she has her old memories, she'd take the Raza from
Yeah, there was always that possibility that like she's convinced, but also she's the captain now, so
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
we'd be morally justified in defending ourselves.
that's true.
So between the three of you, oh, and yes, roll an assist check does obligate you to actually be part of the scene. Between the three of you, you are able to kind of help narrow things down by excluding drive signatures that couldn't possibly be a variation or a damaged drive or somebody, you know, putting a knock into it. You know, people can vary their drive by damaging it, as yours is. That's usually the primary way. There should be other tricks, but they're very difficult. And with Myokin having some additional databases that she can bring to bear from that she can pull out of the ship's black box and all the ship contacts and registries and signatures that you've gotten there, with what little bit of history you can pull out of it. And finally, all of those adding +1 to Das's trade check, bringing that to a 12, you can definitively conclude that Ghostfall did not exist as a registered ship until almost immediately prior to it getting captured. You know, suspiciously close to prior to it being captured by Porcelain. It strikes Das as a clear case of fraud. You know,
Right.
a ship got
It's
blown
an
up.
unregistered thing until it gets stolen, and then
And then all of a sudden there's an insurance claim, and now there's a crime, and Spectre Star Technologies probably got paid out for what happened.
Was it all about committing fraud? Wow.
You certainly could draw that conclusion.
Oh, yeah.
That's the hug stake right now. Nah.
But yeah, that this does tell you that Ghostfall was not a known ship until it became known as the Raza.
Okay. Which does make me wonder if we could get away with taking back the Ghostfall name, because Raza is all well and good, but Ghostfall is sick. And in fact, I've had a thought, but I'll mention it later.
And I'm not opposed to the name change. I like that new name.
And unless there's conversation that you three want to have around this discovery, we can move to Porcelain.
Little bit in shock, but yeah, no, the extent of Percy's commentary on it for now is going to be worse to the effect of, so I think we won the bet.
You know, I'll add one more thing here, because it was a trade check, and this is actually the reason that I had you roll trade.
This is gonna be huge. This is gonna be huge. Dex is one more thing. It's like a Nintendo Direct. Sorry,
This kind of scheme, while it looks on the surface like it could be for fraud purposes, is usually more to hide the operation of an unregistered and unknown ship.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's
yeah. Go ahead.
that's kind of the vibe that I got. Is like, it's not so much that they were trying to do like insurance fraud or anything. It's like they were running this ship unregistered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no. The whole point
and
was, I think the whole.
Then as soon as it got stolen, they're like, "Oh no, you can't steal our ship."
Oh no. I think it's more like, oh, this not a Spectre Star ship that was stolen from Spectre Star.
Hmm.
Well, unless because
Yeah.
presumably, yeah, she was an experiment subject, but
Yeah.
she was still an experiment subject that was for like worked for Spectre Star to a degree,
Yeah.
Yeah.
willingly or otherwise.
I can confirm that tracks as it's a plausible deniability thing.
Hmm.
If the ship is identified as Ghostfall is doing these things, hey, that's okay. We've got this report. It got stolen from us. Oh, please apprehend her and bring our ship back. That's the one more thing, is that this looks a lot like a very obfuscated way of getting the galactic police involved in recovering your illegal pre-tech unregistered ship.
Yeah,
Yes.
when you put it that way.
Spectre Star does not need the money from the insurance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was making that as a joke, to be clear.
I figured you were.
Hmm.
So yeah, you guys
So-
can have that conclusively.
321. Like
321?
we're running the Raza with way less than that. Is that like a reasonable number for the Raza to have,
Oh. Oh, you're right, actually.
or is that an overestimate to make it sound worse than it was?
The max crew is 200.
Max crew is 200.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So it's
over
at
that by
at least 100.
50%.
At least 100
Yeah.
overestimate.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
so
wait, so since you were figuring that out, like just as a brief summary, explain it to Percy, like briefly. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Das would pull up the crime record and point to that entry and say
Okay.
that, Ghostfall there, that's the name that she used to refer to this ship.
So she stole. So we did. So the ship did belong to Spectre Star once upon a time.
Apparently.
Huh.
Although, quite possible they stole it from someone else.
I mean, yeah. But if nothing else, they stole it from her.
Yeah.
But as much as it belonged to everybody, it did belong to them. Well, all the more reason that we shouldn't have given it back to them, huh?
Yep.
Hey, who turned the speaker system on? No, yeah, not actually. Not actually. Unless no. Unless no.
I think we checked on Porcelain.
Yeah.
I
if
just have a feeling.
I was going to ask you, I was going to cede the floor to you. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just with you starting the music.
Oh, no, I think that
Yeah,
was just the
listen to
music
that.
changed by itself. I didn't touch anything.
Like something ominous going on.
Perfect. Well, that's perfect segue into, yes, after some time, Porcelain is willing to talk, and you get a warning from Acid to don't antagonize her.
Mm-hmm.
You also get the same warning from Libra.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable.
In fairness, we got the same warning before we went to meet her in the first place, and we still antagonized her. I don't know what these two think are doing.
I'm not good at not antagonizing people.
What can I say? Something about being a galactic scale criminal just does not go well with being respectful to authority figures. It's the damnedest thing.
Funny how that works.
Yeah.
Alright, so what would you like to know from Porcelain? She's not terribly good at volunteering information, so
Yeah,
you
okay.
will have to actually ask her.
Okay. Let's start with the obvious then. You said Ghostfall is yours. That's what the ship used to be called, right?
That's the Spectre Star ship that attacked, and she says a station name. I've lost the station's name and
Station,
location in my notes, so I'm just going to say Loveless Station
Okay.
as a placeholder.
Uh-huh.
Says Ghostfall is a ship that attacked Loveless Station. I've also forgotten what system it's in, so in this system, in
the
such
system.
system.
Yeah, the station, and the system.
Yes. Mhm.
Mm.
Okay. Yep.
They came aboard intent on disrupting Irina's project.
Mhm.
And they couldn't let that happen.
Hmm. And so you commandeered it. Impressive, honestly.
I ripped through the flimsy troops they sent.
Hmm.
They
At this
made
point,
me too good.
yeah, having seen you fight, it doesn't surprise me much. What else did you see? Anything else about Spectre Star? Presumably something that clashes with what you thought.
To that, she angles a restrained, angerful glare at Percy.
Yeah.
How about being a test subject?
Mm. Yeah, you mentioned.
Right. They were kind of peddling it as you were like, uh, their friend, huh?
Hmm.
I believed them.
Mm.
I had no memories.
Yeah, so if someone comes along saying, "Here are your memories," Pissy shrugs. You believe it?
Bishop rescued me.
Quote unquote.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying being mean to Portia.
Mm.
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 Just saying, it's like I'm not so sure Bishop
Mm.
saved anyone.
Mm.
Yeah. There's still the weirdness that the times don't add up.
I mean, the
He
man,
lost.
because Bishop is like the head of
Right,
Spectre
CEO.
Star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
think that happened
Yeah.
without his knowledge?
Mm. No way, right?
Mm.
Right.
Yeah. Which could then connect to the other to the sort of extra memory loss thing.
How so?
Because
Well,
remember, she shouldn't have lost all of her
Oh,
memories from
the timelines line up that she should have lost. I think it's something like 7 years
Right.
because she came out way earlier than anyone else.
Right. Right.
But
So
she
what you
didn't.
think?
She lost more, and
You
we
think
don't know why.
So you think that she was? And Pissy's looking at Porcelain. So you think she was kept under for longer?
I don't know.
Hmm.
But
Would be.
the timeline that we have,
Mhm.
and my understanding of the devices,
Mhm.
and the timeline that
Mhm.
Porcelain says happened,
Mhm.
at least one of those is wrong.
Yeah. Which means either, uh, either our understanding of the devices is wrong, or something else happened. But like the solution space is too wide for that. We can't reverse engineer it without more to
Yeah.
go off of.
Yeah. There's something weird. I don't think we can quite say what yet, but there's something weird with that. There's more happening there that we should figure out at some point.
And this brings us into what I think is the most important question. And Percy just visibly takes a breath, lets it out, and then looks in Porcelain's direction again and says, "So are you coming with us? Going back there to undermine them from the inside, or doing something else?"
I think I'm from Lamiera. I'm gonna try and
Okay.
find myself here.
Okay.
Find my past. Oh, duh! I forgot. You guys aren't in orbit. You're on.
Planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, we're planet side still.
that check
Yeah.
did not need to be as difficult if you're willing to access the planetary database.
Oh right, yeah.
We did it regardless.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, we achieved it anyway. So don't worry about it.
We achieved it.
Yeah. And you did it without accessing the planetary database. How about that?
Yeah.
Now Cassie doesn't know about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know?
How interesting. I wonder if we could sell him this information. Moving on.
She does
Yeah,
look across at you. Do you know anything? Did you find anything about my past life?
We didn't look. Unless you really forced the issue, we weren't gonna look into your QAD. It'd be like reading your mind, or the mind of the you that was, I guess. And Percy shrugs. You didn't press us that hard. As for other stuff, we were keeping our heads down. We didn't go looking for, oh, who were these criminals that vanished a few years ago, and now there's a ship that looks like them going around.
Yeah, it kind of draws attention if you walk into a place and say, you know, do you know someone that looks like me that was a criminal a few years back?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of hard to look that kind of thing up.
I'll be wanted everywhere.
Percy snaps his fingers. We do actually have someone who might be able to help with that.
Gosh, do we want to really put her in touch with Cassian? Or
No, Riley.
Well,
Yeah, Riley is our ship's doctor, and she has a specialty. She has a specialty in biomods. She offered temporary, reversible, and permanent, I think, cosmetic changes. If you're not
surgery, basically.
Let's do it.
if you're not too attached to your face, you could get.
Let's do it. Stop talking and let's do it.
Okay. Percy leads the way, and on the way there, he'll just say words to the effect of, I really do think you're making the right choice. Apparently, in my past, I tried to do what you're doing with my own face. Did not go well. That's how you picked me up, apparently.
Also, if it helps, everyone that seems to know us before, they seem to like us better now, so...
Yeah, apparently we were just back. Which, fair.
Yeah, so, I mean, think of it, like I said, it's a fresh start.
I
don't know, is this helping? It's probably not helping.
That was your captain before this?
Apparently.
Yeah.
So you're saying you got soft?
I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Certainly feel better than I do with my memories.
I was pretty angry.
Right, sucks, don't it?
You're not the only one. You are not the only one.
I'm still angry.
Understandable.
Would be more surprised if you weren't. Yeah. Quick question as we're walking. Do you want to hear our tragic backstory since we've heard what happened with you, or
So we trauma dump on each other.
should we just yap about the future?
I'm going to feel bad for her giving this answer, but she says, "No, I don't."
Doesn't care. Okay, I guess we're walking quietly then.
Not quietly. She actually gives you a little more information.
Okay.
She says that she was told by Spectrestar Technologies that she has family here. That she has a daughter named Athena that they will put her in touch with as soon as she reclaims the Raza.
Look into the truth of that.
She has a daughter, huh?
Well, I'm gonna all but Tom, but it's like I'm wondering if that's even true.
Yeah. If only we had some sort of genius hacker among the player characters who could potentially look for such.
And she asks you to help her find that.
Oh, okay.
While she's undergoing surgery.
Yeah,
We can
absolutely.
try.
Yeah.
We have Das. Failing that, we have other resources.
Alright, I'm gonna sci-fi this up a little bit and go a little bit unrealistic in that Riley is ready.
Oh!
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait weeks and weeks of consultation and study.
That's the nice thing when you got the medical facilities on the Raza with the doctor that doesn't really scruple much.
Yep. And you actually improved your medical facilities from the Fiorentina. You also have the advanced lab that you bought. Yeah. That's it.
We don't even need to sci-fi it up. I mean, we just, Riley is just ready to go anytime someone wants to go under the knife.
So
I imagine. I might be wrong, but that's my understanding.
yeah, I think so. Someone other than Ginja, go ahead and roll a heal check, int heal for Riley. And Ginja, is Das going to try and access the planetary database without being detected? Untraceably. That will be hacking. And is she? Let me put this in different terms. You can access the planetary database without it being traceable, but it is treated like hacking, where it gets subsequently more difficult. It isn't something that's going to actually put you at risk. It just means that your information draw is more limited than if you openly accessed it.
Yeah.
Like you could Google search all you want, but you want to go into the black Google, actually, black web's Google.
Darknet Google.
Darknet, that's what I'm looking for. You want to go into the Darknet Google, and somebody's going to notice unless you're covering your tracks, which you can only do for so long.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think with something like this, it's going to be the untraceable version. I don't want to potentially let Spectrestar know what's going on with this.
Okay. All right.
And also, I think Das is good enough at this that it probably isn't going to make much difference.
Probably isn't.
Yeah. Especially if it makes it hacking where it wouldn't otherwise be hacking.
Right.
Strong words before you roll 4 ones.
Yeah. It's possible. It's always possible.
So Ginja, go ahead and give me the int program just because we want to see the numbers, and
program hacking.
someone else roll me the int no for Riley.
12.
Okay.
Which is not great. That's average on 2d6, and I'm rolling 4.
And that was what? And no for Riley, was it?
Yeah.
I can't access a sheet.
Actually, if Ellie, if you want to log in and roll it, go for it.
She watching the stream.
Talk
Ellie
about
is,
audience participation.
Nefarious. I feel like she's not here.
In fact, I just saw the chat pop up. In fact, I don't know if you're actually able to log back in, but go ahead and just Roll it and tell me what the number is. Oh, don't need that anymore. Oh, Ellie is logged in. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nice.
All right. So you can re-roll it if you want. Riley is a full expert.
That's true.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, geez, is that really +5? Dang.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. We should swap characters more often if it means we get ship NPCs with player perks.
That is the risk.
Yeah.
Well, it's not risk, right? You still take the better.
It is true. Yeah, yeah. It's a risk of wasting it.
Yeah.
At the risk of the frustration, I didn't get better.
Yep.
Them's the dice.
So, yes, there are girls of about the right age range. Porcelain said that she is should be 13. That have the name Athena, but Lamy Era's naming policy makes this more difficult than it should be. For one, of
Right.
course, Porcelain does not have a last name. It's definitely not Athena Lynn. And she didn't know to ask. Sorry, let me rephrase that. She wasn't given a last name.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most 13-year-olds wouldn't have a last name anyways, unless they happen to be Zoe or some big named child.
Yeah.
Big
It's like
job.
the way it works here is like you get it if it's going to be at all relevant, whereas most
Right.
people it's not going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, there are plenty of Athenas that fit the bill. It's not like that's going to be an uncommon name.
Yeah.
Like, fine, you don't in a haystack.
And I am sorry to do this to you, Ellie. The role is actually to see how long it takes Riley before she figures out that Portia Lynn's healing is
Oh, dear.
preventing the permanent even biomod surgery. There's
Oh dear. Oh no.
something that Riley can't fully identify, even with the tech here on the Raza. That is, it's not just that she has some kind of mutant healing factor. She doesn't have any kind of genetic predisposition. Sorry, she doesn't have this much of a genetic predisposition towards healing. She does actually heal fast. That is actually a genetic modification. But there is a player-facing hint in the name of her healing ability when it was rolled.
Which I didn't see.
Yeah.
Let me see, what was
Nanite
that again?
recovery.
Oh yes. Yeah, you would need to fucking no, even EMP wouldn't work. It would just return back to normal afterwards.
Yeah.
She didn't seem affected at all when that thing which crunched your cybernetics went off.
But surely she can't be full of nanobots. That would be illegal and bad and illegal.
Bad.
Just kidding. I grew up in the 21st centuries. I know that corporations was legal.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
wouldn't-
hang on, no. She
Wait,
can't be
wouldn't-
full of nanites because that would be bad and illegal and bad. But she's the one telling us that we might have been doing Meltech.
She might
Wait,
not
wait.
know that she's full of
Wait.
nanobots.
Wait, I missed that detail. What?
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily know the mechanics behind it.
I think she was implying the QEDs were Meltech, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, would not
They are
surprise me.
Meltech, aren't they?
I
Would
don't
not
know.
surprise me.
I don't
well,
know the exact definition, but
Well, to be fair, I think Maltech is the definition of any technology that that
Use mouth. Yeah, it's tech
Yeah.
use
Power.
mouth. And let's be honest, did you or did you not give us collective amnesia?
You can
I did.
absolutely make slave of a person through certain uses of it. It would not be the QED itself that's doing it, but when has that ever stopped anybody from labeling a thing bad?
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, just
Yeah. Wait.
look
I wouldn't
how Portia Lynn was.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
In fact,
yeah.
Yeah.
the way
Yeah.
Acid tells it, the QED is meant as a therapy device.
Mmm.
You know, if you can
Yeah,
erase
sure.
that deep-seated trauma and let that person go on with their way, having only lost a couple of weeks of memory
Yeah.
or
Unfortunately.
less.
Unfortunately, it cleaned out everything else as well. Dash. Well, I
All
didn't say
messed up we were before we got our memories wiped too. I mean,
Yeah.
She does say that she didn't see how she had how Das had gotten hired.
Ah, damn it.
She missed that one. Okay.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
success was to recall working as Spec Ops for Spectrestar. That was the first
Yeah.
role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these kind of things we don't always get all the information. If you're, I wouldn't blame you if you're not, but if you're interested, you may need to go in again to find that.
I don't need to see any of that again.
Fair. I cannot blame you.
Yep.
God knows I don't want to go back in and see some of that.
With some of the information that you get from her, because it's not just these small snippets of role-played scene, you do learn the location of that base, and she gives a little bit more description of that's where Android came from.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good to know.
And that Lovelace was trying to help fix Porcelain, but may not still be alive. Android was intended as a body replacement for Irina Lovelace.
Does anyone else smell a side quest?
I have a few
Yep.
of those.
We had a few of them. Weren't we going
Yeah.
to Audrummer and then we keep getting side?
You know, we should we should really make a quest log and just track everything that needs doing.
Yes, we should probably do that.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think. Does Porcelain remember anything about Android?
She only knows that what she saw in there. That Android is the face and shape of a Spectrestar Technologies doctor who was one of the
High
people
level.
conducting the experiments on her,
Oh dear.
but things had gone too far and rescued her.
That explains why they're so close. That explains why they're so close.
Ah.
I see. Man, how fucked up? How fucked up does your work need to be that your robot clone rescues the person that you're working on?
No. Irina Lovelace was a human working for Spectrestar Technologies.
Yeah, and Android was a robot clone of Irina Lovelace. Or a
Oh,
robot
well, yeah,
body clone
okay,
of
yeah,
her.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How fucked up does Irina Lovelace's work need to be that her robot clone rescues the person she's working on?
No, I think I may have made the timeline
sport-
confusing. Lovelace
Portia.
made Android
Mm-hmm.
from the station that she. So okay, let me be more transparent with it. So
Was it-
Porcelain is a sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, was it Portia Lynn that rescued Android, quote unquote?
No.
Okay.
Porcelain was a test subject. Irina Lovelace was one of Spectre Star's employees. Irina decided that things had gone too far and made off with
Oh.
Portia Lynn.
Okay. Right, I thought Irina was one of the people working on Portia Lynn, and it was
Yeah, I
Android.
thought Irina was a terrible
Yeah,
person.
I think
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
the
Well, I mean, I
timeline
guess
had got a bit
little late
confusing,
to have
and like
rights of conscience, but
Yeah.
it sounded to me like Irina was working on trying to get Portia back to normal, maybe.
So after
And then Spectre Star came and raided.
yeah, yeah, Irina escaped with Portia Lynn after poisoning her and killing her. To escape with her.
that's essentially faked her death. Portia Lynn's death.
Yep. And utilized a lost Spectre Star Technologies station, lost even to Spectre Star before they became Spectre Star, to basically revitalize well, not revitalize, but perform her own project for her own research. Part of which was making an android body to so that she could live on because she was dying. And part of it was trying to stabilize Portia Lynn because she says that the Revenant project has had some historical issues with genetic instability.
So short lifespan, presumably, of some sort.
Yeah, based on what she's learned since returning to Spectre Star Technologies, Revenants don't typically live longer than 5, 6, maybe 7 years.
It's
Is
oh
this the original Portia Lynn still?
oh wait, hang on.
Because
Look at her. Revenants don't last longer than 6 or 7 years. It's been about 6 years since her first crime.
I'm not a Revenant though. I'm just
Fair. Okay,
the genetic model for them.
better. Okay.
but it was Irina trying to save Portia Lynn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
question
maybe we'll just gloss over that for now.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, yeah. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't delve into that right now.
Well, it's
Yeah.
too late now. Portia Lynn looks across at you.
Oh God.
What are you saying?
I'm not saying anything. Should I roll talk?
I think so, yeah.
I kind of what you're not saying.
Portia Lynn doesn't realize that she is a revenant.
Oh, true.
She's insisted that she's not.
True. Never mind then. Yeah. I thought she meant like I'm some sort of
The
superior model.
realization is that she is, and she doesn't. If they longest they ever live is 7 years, and it's probably been about 7 years for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
she's
sorry.
dying.
Talk.
Yeah.
I should clarify, without constant maintenance.
Oh dear.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so without constant maintenance, she's probably close to the end of it. Wait, no, they would have tuned her up when they got back, right? Oh dear.
Almost certainly would have tuned her up when they got back.
Yeah, so she's
unless they
probably
just said a dead, unless they, kept it on a
Dead
short
man switch.
fuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. She
Quad style.
focuses on.
Should I? Is that successful, or should
Here,
I re-roll?
I'll roll it for you, or I'll roll her for you.
Oh,
Very kind. Very kind.
with the +5.
Yeah, you can re-roll it if you want.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I can't beat that.
Yeah, just porcelain stuff.
And I
So
only
I am
gave her a
not going to
+2
re-roll that.
suspicion bonus.
Yep. It does tell a story, I think, that Doug has a +0 for suspicion and porcelain has a +5.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. That's yeah, no, I can't. There's no point in me rolling that because the highest I could roll is a 12. Yeah, so yeah, there's just Doug putting his foot in his mouth again.
If you do want to re-roll it, getting closer will be a
that.
gradient.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
yeah,
bad.
degrees of failure. All right, well, we'll go ahead and re-roll it
Okay.
for a lower
Good luck.
degree of failure, maybe.
Oh, well,
Ooh.
okay. All right, that's closer.
Closer.
I mean, but what do I know?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
With
Awkward
that-
laugh.
She does not push it. But
Close
she
enough.
does look suspicious at him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I can live with that as long as she doesn't have a psychotic break on the ship.
That's the real important thing.
Yeah.
All right, we are right near the end of
Yeah.
the session here.
Yeah. I feel like we're close to the end of the porcelain thing.
You want to I don't want to push forward because I don't want to put anybody over 3 o'clock. I actually think there might be some value in letting you think over the next
Sure.
week, decide if there's anything else that you really want to approach her on, or if you want to do anything else to try and help her find this Athena.
Fair. Yeah. Fair.
Or if you want to try and ask her anything else. So basically, I guess that's similar enough to the first one. Is there anything else you want to ask her? Is there anything else you want to do for her? Or just anything in general?
Mm-hmm.
So take a week for that. You are getting a bonus XP, which means that you are hitting level 9.
Hmm.
And
Yes,
so
time.
if you all want... Yeah, it is time.
Yep. Yep.
Go ahead and roll those hit points.
Go ahead and roll those hit points.
Nox is finally going mad with power.
Oh
Ooh.
goodness, Douglas is going mad with
Dang.
hit points.
No.
Wow.
Plus 14 hit points.
2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6.
Nice.
Well, no, I'm
Nice.
definitely not going to be afraid to be out and about in a fight.
Right?
Well, that's a 47. That's a 3-point upgrade. That will take those.
I gave 1 health.
See
Oh,
that?
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Roll,
Yeah.
rolls low.
Mhm.
Let's see what Dust
And-
does.
In fairness, they will literally never see you coming.
Yeah,
I get a bit of a boost. A little
Yeah.
bit.
Its base attack bonus rounded down, correct?
Not for me.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh. Let's see. I think you get a
Open this.
focus. Yay, nay.
Level 10.
So.
10 for the
Okay, yeah.
focus.
But
Yeah.
level
Alright,
9
yeah,
is...
level 9 is level 4 in a skill,
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
you need 5 points for, and I had 1 banked, which means I have fixed 4 now.
We are
Nice.
we are
Nice.
reaching levels of shoot
I'm
previously
actually just
unheard
double
of.
checking.
Allow me, if you will.
I have saved almost every single point since I started the character for this moment.
Allow me, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's always in such a weird spot.
Cool. Well,
that 20 to hit. I rolled a 4.
Uh-huh.
I rolled a 4.
Das can now roll the maximum possible check that is possible mechanically in stars.
Nice. What is it?
Well, +6 to a roll, to a normal skill roll.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no,
Das
that's
now has program 4 with 2 in.
Mhm.
So
The lowest
program
you
is
can roll is an 8.
+6.
You
Yeah,
can't
the
use a
lowest-
test on it of an 8.
The lowest I can even roll is an 8,
see,
and I can roll an 18.
I mean, by that perspective, that seems that seems like not. Seems a little disingenuous to say that like a +6 is all at lowest than 8 is all you can do. Like, anyone lower than AC 18, I can only hit on a nat. I can only miss on a nat 1.
Mm.
Yep.
Even with my knife, I'm on a plus 12.
My bare minimum for rolling pilots at this point is an 11.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, Starfarer, right?
Oh dear.
You get double the skill.
Yeah.
Are we
Heck
ready
yeah.
to go? Meow, because we
No.
sure will be Newman.
Yeah.
All right.
But like just to like point out how the numbers work. Like 14
Yeah.
is supposed to be like really, really hard, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
It-
hacking, right?
Yeah.
With Das's current like now program skill, I can pass a 14 82% of the time.
Oh dear. What is your maximum roll, Ginja? What's
18.
your maximum? Okay,
18.
yeah.
Maximum is an 18. I've got like a 96% chance to beat a 12
Yeah.
if hacking.
My chances are not quite that high, but on a raw shoot dexterity check, I have the same maximum, and on an
Yeah.
attack roll, ha 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 ha. My maximum possible roll is 36 with the biological laser rifle or the thunder gun.
Ooh, yes. Yeah.
Hey, Dex,
Yeah. Meanwhile, Das is over here with like +3 with a bolter.
Dex, just a question, right?
Uh-huh.
If I manage to beat double someone's AC, can I add an extra damage die?
You cannot.
Worth a shot. Worth a shot, eh?
Yeah.
Shot.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
You right? Right.
I can at max roll a 23 for any kind of pilot check. We're going places. We're going places.
Yep.
Yep.
We will
Yep.
achieve levels. We will achieve levels of fast, not believe possible in your philosophy.
Mm.
I'm
Look,
gonna take
I'm just. Go on.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take us into review real quick. Go ahead and finish.
We're gonna drop Portia line off, and then like 5 minutes later, we're gonna be in the other side of the sector, and then 5 minutes later after that, we're gonna be in the other side of the sector in the opposite direction.